lie. I thought that you could see the truth till I just burned down the booth. Human touch can't fuck with me. Trying to blaze, suspect beat, striking quick, lightning fast. Melt them bitches down to ash. Gasoline, kerosene, strike a match, ignite the scene. Shit will never be the same. Feel the fury of my flame. Beg for mercy, it won't help. Embrace the ending you were dealt. Since you fuck will never learn. Now sit back and watch me burn. I break it home. Couldn't take it, couldn't stand another minute. Couldn't bear another day without you in it. All of the joy that I had known for all my life was stripped away from me the minute that you died. To have you in my life was all I ever wanted, but now without you I'm a soul forever haunted. Can't help but feel that I have taken you for granted. No way in hell that I could ever comprehend it. I wasn't dreaming when they told me you were gone. I was wide awake and feeling that they had to be wrong. How could you leave me when you swore that you would stay? Now I'm trapped into this nightmare every single fucking day. It's like a movie but there's not a happy ending. Every scene fades black and there's no pretending. This little fairy tale doesn't seem to end well. There's a knight in shining armor who will lick me from the spell. I know you didn't plan this. You tried to do what's right, but in the middle of this madness, I'm the one left to win this fight. Red light roses fills my head with dreams and finds me always closer to the emptiness and sadness that have come to take the place of you. Broken down by anger and by sadness, you feel I left you in a world that's full of madness. Wish I could talk to you if only for a minute, to make you understand the reasons why I did it. I wanna tell you that you're all that ever mattered. Want you to know that for eternity I'm shattered. I tried the hardest to protect you but I failed to, and then I proved that I've been that I killed you. I never planned that I would leave you there alone. I was sure that I would see you when I made it back home. Then all the times I swore that it would be okay. Now I'm nothing but the liar and you're thrown into the fray. This broken story ends with misery ever after. The pages are torn and there's no final chapter. I didn't have a choice, I did what I had to do. I made a sacrifice to force a bigger sacrifice on you. I know you've lived a nightmare. I caused you so much pain, but baby, please don't do what I did. I don't want you to waste your life in vain. Red light roses fills my head with dreams and finds me always closer to the emptiness and sadness that have come to take the place of you. You're not the only one who needed me. I thought you understood. You were the one that needed, and you left me like I always made you. Would I change it if I could? Doesn't matter how. The petals scatter now. Every nightmare just discloses it's your blood that's red like roses. And no matter what I do, nothing ever takes the place of you. Red like roses, always closer. Red light roses fills my head with dreams and finds me always closer to the emptiness and sadness that have come to take the place of you.
Boop, boo. Yeah, get ready for the bridge. That's not gonna be great.
And I just rewatched it because I hadn't watched it.
Hey, I also just rewatched it this morning. The entirety of Volume 9. The entirety of Volume 9.
I watched the bridge. bitch. And I was like, nah, we cool.
I don't think I was harsh enough on that
Oh,
volume.
no, it's terrible. It is terrible. Happy to be here.
Truly one of the worst volumes I've ever heard. Xel Writer ate the gum fruit to reach so hard to bend over backwards to a forced ship being good. And it's really feeling forced. It's crazy.
Definitely.
The
Once this is the path,
yes,
it's just like it's crazy.
The bridge, Kaiser my goat story. Oh, y'all were messed up with the Simon Says. What a terrible day for a curse. First Simon Says of the day. We're off and up. I'll do the Kaiser compliments when he comes back. Welcome to the second and hopefully final round of making up to push a terrible relationship.
There's no way this goes to part 3.
No, impossible. I'd say Naruto and Hinata had a better relationship, and I don't even like Naruto. There was clear indications that at least one of them liked the other from the jump.
Yes.
And it's just the getting the other person to come around to that. There he is.
All right. Hello. How do I sound?
You sound good. Let us know if we need to turn him up or down or anything, y'all.
Hello. Oh, so we're already live.
We're already there.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn. I need to announce this. Y'all gotta let me know.
You gotta get on. You're like, yeah, what's up? Oh, we're on. Oh, yeah, Ruby.
You gotta turn on real quick.
All right. How y'all doing? Nice to see everybody. Welcome back once again. Well, I appreciate being on here. Once again, y'all. Are y'all watching this on Watch Together or something?
Oh no, I shared my screen so you could just go there.
Oh, fantastic.
That way you can hear the
but
audio
yeah.
as well.
All right. Perfect. So to briefly, I don't know if y'all already gave the brief recap
We have not.
to the folks at home. Okay. But I saw the first part of reaction. This video holds a very special place in my heart, personally. Okay, I am the biggest fan of this video. I'm the biggest fan of this video, chat. No, listen. Because without this video, we wouldn't have Team Jacked. Okay, this is the very first the podcast me and Raymond McNeil and Twilight Guardian do. This is the very first video we all reacted to together, right? Because story goes, long story short, I was making my own Bumbleby video with blackjacks and hookers, right?
As well as what to do.
Exactly. And I saw the trailer, one of the 2 trailers, quote unquote, that Xel made for this video. And I was like,
trailer for this?
Shit. Yes.
Yeah, this is epic. This
Trailer
is
previews.
This is not an epic. This is
we gotta get ready for this one.
But like, here's the thing. It should have been because, and I was so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. And I said this in the, what's the word? In the very first stream we did that, listen, at the end of the day, I don't hate Xel. I don't hate anybody, but I don't hate Xel. I don't hate him for this video. Who I hate? I hate the RWBY fans.
boy.
All right. No, listen, how many views does this video have to this day?
And I haven't even looked. What is it up to? 10K.
What? Only 10K after what? 2 years, 3 years of it being made?
2 years.
2 years and only 10K views. And how many views does my Bumbleby video have?
Oh, dude.
3K.
In fact, let's look it up.
And why are you doing that? It's
show it.
because it's crazy.
The thing is, I was so excited because I wanted this video to be my rap devil, okay? I'm serious. I've heard
93K.
Yeah, I've heard stories about how hard these fucking RWBY fans fight for their stuff. And I wanted the discussion because I legitimately want to hear other people's views about this shit. And there are only 3 people that hated on me in the comments, man. That's a loss. That's the biggest disappointment in my channel's history. Real spit.
And we're the same way because I love getting hate comments about you guys are wrong about this. Because not to sound pompous or anything, but I know what I'm talking about. So somebody coming up here and just going, no, you wrong. Like, no, let's talk about this. 4 years. I appreciate the positive comments, but the negative comments, eat them up.
Yep. But like the problem is that barely anyone came to bat for Xel. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's even worse because in terms of like a positive RWBY video retrospective about Bumbleby, ever since the ship was ended, it concluded, I guess. Like they're the only ones who did it.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what? I'm sorry, y'all been waiting for this, and all y'all have to show for this is like fan art and shit on Twitter and Tumblr? Bro, come on, man. Come on, man.
As we see in this video, what's there to say about it? There's nothing.
Well, yes, this was a losing battle to begin with. But listen, it was like that from the get-go, though. That they still fought back. That's what I'm mad about. I wanted the smoke, and they gave me nothing.
Just sitting there like, hey, y'all see the video? You don't want to go like to like RWBY Reddits or Discords. It's like, hey, watch this video, trying to get people mad.
Like, bro, y'all remember my freaking?
I really like your Bumbleby Too Little Too Late video. Glad you were here to help ALX through the second half.
Hell yeah, bro! That is one of my favorite videos I have ever made in my channel. I always feel like I always improve with my work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about other YouTubers. I love every single one of my videos, flaws and all. I think all of them are great.
And that's the thing. Too many people are getting into it just to like make money, and their content is gonna get them the thing. I just like doing the things we do.
Yes. Yeah.
And whether they're good or bad is irrelevant to me. They're good to me.
Right.
And if other people like them, cool. If they don't, cool. Whatever.
Yeah. Which is perfectly fine. And I appreciate the praise, Gabo. I think I've seen you in my chats before. But yeah, man. I was so that back and forth that I was hoping for was the biggest thing I was hoping for out of that video, and I didn't have it. It was a landslide. I got like y'all remember, when I propositioned y'all for that 1K special, right?
Yes.
I had like,
the people in the comments like, hey, you didn't talk about this thing or that thing or whatever.
Yeah, I had like 40K in like a week. I'm like, what?
Where's everybody else? The actual video was just part 1, and part 2 you're just like, all right, now we're gonna start a war, and that's gonna be part 2. And it was nothing.
Nothing. That is the most disappointing chapter. That is the first time in my entire channel's history that I've ever been truly disappointed. Honestly.
And it's fair because you want a thing and you're not getting that thing.
Yeah. But yeah, this video. I saw y'all's reaction to this video.
It's horrible.
But listen, it's also hilarious because it's everything that I expected. I've been at this for a minute. Okay. All right. Call me Skips from regular show because I've seen it all before. Okay. This is because as you said, what do you have to work with? I don't blame any of these people for this shit. Look at what the writers gave y'all to work with, man. It's not good.
The writers are horrible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They clearly want to do a thing, but they have no idea how to get there in a satisfying
way. So it's either even nothing or all at once. Nothing from volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And he's stretching like, oh my god, look at this coy look that they gave each other. What?
And like, here's the thing, okay? Little details like that would actually be much more understandable in a much better show where
Yes.
the directing and character animations and facial expressions are much more intentional.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
RWBY is not one of those shows. They made the Shin fucking they went what's the first software they use?
Flash animation or whatever. Animate something like that.
Yeah, and then they swapped over to Maya where they had a lot less to work with because they're way less familiar with that system, even though it was the standard for animation in general for a while. So it's like you cannot even use those kinds of arguments that like, oh man, when you're viewing the character from this angle, it blah 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 blah. This ain't Studio Shaft, bro. Fuck you talking about?
And I
This
wonder
ain't
if that's
show.
I wonder if that's part of why the writers felt they need to beat the message or whatever
It's
over the head of the
objectively good.
viewers, because they can't convey these facial animations for this thing. So they just kind of have to go, I'm really sad.
Yeah, like they to their credit, they can do it later, right?
Mhm.
They could do that shit later on, but at this point, it's like that's a little. I mean, as I say, too little, too late. Funny. But yeah.
But once volume 6, 7, 8, and 9 happen, all the Bumblebee stuff kind of just happens in Bumblebee universe where everything stops, everybody stops talking about each other. The point where
that's the issue. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the point where Yang
just
is
pick an
talking
example.
about Blake's short hair. Nobody else comments on Blake's short hair
No.
but Yang. So it's just this
Right.
is Bumblebee time
And
in
then
the Bumblebee world.
Right, and then at the very end of the ship, that they go through and y'all remember my reaction to this shit during my video. That whole interaction where it's like, oh my God, Blake, you were never intimidated by me. I'm like, bitch, who was? Who was? When was this? I would like to see that. There's always the worst part about RWBY is that there is a better show that is being shown to us off screen and that we never get to see it.
Everything is just
a problem.
implied. It's like, well,
Exactly.
you didn't see this, but it happened. It definitely
RWBY is
happened.
good when it's implied. That's the best way to jot this shit down.
It's terrible. So yeah, the 6, 7, 8, 9, where it was just like, cut this stuff in half. Cut all the pushing that you're doing here with all the looks and all the touching and stuff. Put that in volumes 1, 2, and 3. Cut it in half.
Yeah.
Have it be an actual slow burn, so that once we get to this point and they're more nervous and they're more looking and more flirty when they get back together, it feels a lot more natural than 1, 2, and 3 don't build up these two as a friend, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is just like, well, they've always loved each other.
See, the problem is that they can't do that, and the reason why they can't do that. The reason why they can't do that is that they bottleneck themselves with the productions of the early volumes and the way they did it. Because not only did they rush them out, they have to keep making, videos about each season, like every single year after each other. So they can't even flesh things out as much as they want to.
With no clear plan or goal to work towards. Because volume 3 is just like, all right, here's where the story starts. Where you could have been peppering these things in. While they were reading the book, while Blake was reading the book, she could have easily been reading about the maidens and talked to them about that.
That's
right
true.
then and there.
You could have done that, yeah. Now, here's the thing, okay? And I want to put this forward before we get further into this. When the writers say that they planned Bumblebee from the beginning, I believe them. I believe them 110%. Because how funny, because it's the funniest thing in the goddamn world, is the icing on the cake, all right? It's the cherry on top. Because y'all came up with this for years, for almost a decade. And this is the best you got.
You did
That's
nothing.
special to me. That's special to me.
It's the incompetence that they're doing this with, where you just do nothing all this time, and they have no chemistry.
And the thing is that it has all the problems that are exactly like each other. Like, it's not just Bumblebee. The Bumblebee problems are the show's problems, and vice versa. Everything that's bad about the show and every single other plot point in this show has the same exact issues.
the rushedness of it, the not planning of it, now we're getting all into this, now the maintenance, now all of this.
You look at something like Ren and Nora where they're just kind of
don't even get me started.
whatever, and then it's like we're together and we're the best, and no, actually we're the worst, and it sucks.
And then we gotta go through this whole thing about recontextualizing their relationship before they even did anything with it at all up to that point.
They are not good enough writers to do all that, especially with Ren and Nora.
Oh my god. I am so glad. I'm both glad and mad at the same time that I was the first person to call out the Ren and Nora stuff. I feel like I guess the critic side of the thing kind of sides with me ultimately on this, but like I feel like I was crazy for making those two videos.
And it's not that you're crazy, it's just that no one's putting to words these issues. Because you look at the same thing with like the H Bomber Guy video, where so many of the RWBY fans are like, "Oh, he ruined RWBY because now everyone's negative towards it," and it's like, no.
I wish we had that power, bro. Idea. Any idea?
It would be great. Power. It would be great if mobs could go, "This sucks," and everyone needs to hate it, and then everyone started hating it.
But
yes.
No.
That's not how it works.
I've not seen anybody going, wait a second, Bumbleby kind of trash. You're just like, Bumbleby, we got it. This is what we always wanted. How do we take the first step? Let's go.
The next step.
Next step, sorry. The subtext is for cowards.
Oh my god, man.
So let's get into this video.
But really quick, as far as the Ren and Nora thing goes, I think a lot of the reason why people didn't really put words to it it's really just like, who cares? It's just they've been there. They haven't really shown too much. And then they just kind of get together. You're like, yeah, I can see it, but whatever.
I have the opposite thought. Well, I wouldn't say this is the opposite. I think a large portion of why it is because people, even on the critic side, that gave that whole plot line undue credit, in my opinion. At least at the time. It's because they gave Ren and Nora something to do. Mm-hmm. They like Ren and Nora because, at least as far as characters go, at the time they weren't completely ruined yet. And then they gave them something to fucking do. I think people were so blindsided by that they didn't look back at everything else relating to it and be all like, wait a minute, shit trash. But I saw it from the beginning. I always be looking back, I look both ways before crossing the street.
You gotta.
No, that's the thing. Fans don't.
No, obviously they don't. They're in the moment. They're just like, hey, they got new outfits. Cool. And you just go, wait a second. Why does she have this giant braid? That doesn't make sense. But you're like, hey, cool new costume. Moving on.
RWBY has a cowlick now. Shrug shoulders. Cool.
All Nightfall says all H Bomber Guy did was basically say what a majority of fans have been saying. It's just the only difference being H Bomber Guy is a bigger channel. Exactly. And anybody could have made a response to H Bomber Guy.
And that's the thing.
You really think motherfuckers are that scared of H fucking Bomber Guy?
I remember the Twitter
fucking videos. Get the fuck out of here.
Twitter muff going, hey, I wish somebody would make a video of the greatness of RWBY and going against H Bomber Guy. And it's like, why don't you?
Yeah, people have had the opportunity to do that for eons now, and nobody does it. That is why I'm mad at the people who did not give Xel's video 90K views like me, okay? Because it's proof that none of y'all care as much as you say you do.
And yes, that's what I think it is. They care up to a point, and then it's over.
Once it's time to get into action, that's where we go. Well,
they're not putting up a shield to defend their series. They're just going,
At
let's all
Overlord
twirl our sticks in the love.
Guy? Also, BG, you Lions lover, why did you guess reactors by not even letting me and the people know if you and DA are doing my Lily video or Mark video?
We don't know what we're doing yet, that's why. Shut up.
And this is Kaiser Shonen. His link is in the description.
It sure
Yes.
should be. No,
Yeah, I
Kaiser's
hope
always
so.
in the description.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right,
we
sweet.
have a fans and collaborators section, and Kaiser is always in
Oh,
there
sweet.
in every video.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. I really do. But I'm excited to come back to this video, you know, give my takes on it. Just because I'm home when I'm in this video. I'm home, okay?
Where did we leave off? Was it volume 5 or 6?
Six.
Yeah, you left off when 6 was starting.
This is Adam.
the
Yeah.
video. This is the best parts of the video, man. I'm telling you.
And this is where they really start cranking up the Bumbleby stuff. So this is the perfect time to go, hey, yo, let's jump back in.
Begins volume 6, where the subtext is rapidly becoming text.
Yeah, there was never subtext to begin with.
Yeah.
It's cowardice.
First, a quick
Also,
digression.
I thought subtext is for cowards.
It-
But
they-
you know,
it
I know
is
it's a
for
joke.
cowards.
It's a joke. It's a joke. I know it's like a dumb joke that the editor said. I'm not taking it. Seriously, it's
Adam trailer,
fine.
mostly to the part where he gaslights Blake into accepting him murdering people senselessly on missions. He throws her parents in her face, puts words in her mouth, and guilts her by claiming he fears that she'll abandon him. We can see
And this seems very much like we're gonna make Adam seem like the worst piece of crap just to make Blake seem acceptable, too good in comparison to
Yang.
Adam. Yang, sorry. To make Yang seem more better for Blake in comparison.
And then, of course, those two are the ones with the history of Adam, so they're gonna get the cathartic fight to overcome the past abuse and move forward.
Which you know what would be perfectly fucking fine. But here's the problem. Let me ask y'all a question. Why the hell did they have Yang be completely separated from Blake for 2 whole volumes?
Abstinence makes the heart grow fond. That's why.
Universal Instinct Goku, Angel Seed
Like,
Goku,
that's the big
Thunder
issue,
Dragon
right?
Force Goku.
Yes. Thank you for the super chat, Overlord. Wait, is that the RWBY guy with the Mega Man X avatar? Because that name sounds familiar. Yes, it is.
Yes,
People
it
know
is.
love and Kaiser.
Yeah.
That's 100% who this dude is.
Yeah, I'm just happy being back. But yeah, that's the big issue, right? Like, I understand the idea of it. And it would work if Yang was already involved in Blake's White Fang stuff.
If there was competent writers attached to it.
Well, yeah, but specifically if she was more involved in that plot line in the first 3 volumes.
Yes.
But without that, she's just kind of there for most of it, except for the burning the candle shit. And then after that, it's just over. She's just gone, and they're separated.
Yes.
they're trying to look him in the eyes, but as ever, they're hidden by a mask.
Oh my god, I forgot about the editor.
There's no, it's
Terrible.
Technically, when Blake
God.
was uncomfortable with the subject, she tended to hold her arms like this both times. The major difference was how the source of her discomfort responded.
Okay, but that's a very, very obvious thing. But also, you know what the worst part about this is? This is by far, well, this is by far Xel's best edited video because all of their other videos are terribly edited. The audio is shit. I mean, the audio isn't all that great now, but the visuals and especially the thumbnails aren't very good. I think that's another big reason why fans don't really fuck with this video as much as they probably want to, is because they're not well presented at all. You know,
And the arguments are trash as well.
I mean, they don't give a fuck about the arguments. Listen, they don't. I'm sorry, bro. It's been several years. They don't care about the arguments. What Xel is saying here is exactly what fucking people on Twitter and them say. They don't care.
This is a big if now because I'm just like, before I was like, oh, we definitely get through this video. Now it doesn't seem like it, but if we get through the video, we should go through the comments, see what the people are saying about it.
Oh yeah, that's
you're
fun.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Travon
This
is
video
from
also had a
641
beta
says,
reader.
Just got to the stream. BB wasn't a slow burn. It was a frozen turkey put in the oven for only 2 minutes and the cooks want to say it's done.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
come
much. Yeah, but this video also had a beta reader. This was proofread, edited, and the scripts are still trash.
But it's by the people that they're biased towards Bumblebee stuff. So when
Yes.
they just go, oh look, they're looking at each other, and you go, yep, they did looking at each other. Good point, Xel.
It would be so much different if there was a dissenting voice of like, hey, this doesn't really lead credence to Bumblebee, because you could attach this to like RWBY and Weiss. Like,
Now for the volume itself. For the bees, we open on Yang with the rest of the team and Blake seeing Ilian's son off, giving the latter a peck on the cheek as they part ways after he says she's with the one she needs to be with. His friend and partner Neptune even comments it's a shame before being dismissed by Sun, arguing that his chasing after Blake was never about that, after which Sun largely drops out.
No. What was it about? He doesn't say what it was about.
Wait. Yeah, and that like that's number one. I mean, actually, sorry. And number two, he went there because he rightfully thought that, okay, Blake is leaving to go fight the terrorists. Actually, that's something that I wanted to comment on in like the first part of this, first part of y'all's reaction. The part where Xel said that, oh man, Sun doesn't understand Blake, which is why he went after her in volume 4 and blah 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 blah. But the problem is that he did so precisely because he did understand it. It's just that he's not a mind reader. Because the last time Blake left, going after the White Fang in this whole one woman crusade was exactly what she fucking did.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Exactly what she did. She is just seeing a pattern. Sun isn't a fucking dumbass. He's just seeing a pattern. And he saw that, okay, Blake is going after them. She needs fucking backup.
As opposed to she's just going home to just rest. Which seems very illogical when your friend got hurt and there's these terrorists that you were a part of and you have innate knowledge about that you know how to stop them.
Literally the only way that he can come to the rightful conclusion about her leaving in order to like avoid fighting the White Fang is if he had a deeper talk about her backstory, but she doesn't talk about that shit with any fucking body. So how the hell is he supposed to know that, Xel?
It's a reasonable inference that she's going after the White Fang.
Yes.
And Xel is just like, well, this is evidence that they're not compatible.
Also, why are we going to the fucking books? I mean, he's not using these books as an example. He's just saying, oh, right, this is where Sun goes afterwards. It's
The main narrative and falls into the books. While travelling on the Argus Express, Blake shows herself to be extremely concerned over Yang, racing to get her bags down for her despite Yang not needing or wanting her to. But despite her annoyance, Yang reassures Blake that they will be fine, they just need a little time to readjust. See RWBY and Weiss watching them grinning like fools over their relationship.
What time?
no, not about the relationship. Again, her arm is gone because of Blake.
And she's overcompensating for this.
Yeah, she is. And like, I'm pretty sure, especially like RWBY and Weiss doing this about a relationship. I mean, up to this point, RWBY was not aware that Blake and Yang had feelings for each other. So I'm pretty sure they're just smiling.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because even in volume 9, when they're walking and they're like kind of touching each other's hand, Weiss is like
was
finally,
the one who said,
and RWBY like finally what? RWBY don't understand what the. No!
But they're in the Bumblebee sphere, so it's Bumblebee time, so everything is about Bumblebee.
This is stupid.
Yeah, and it's like a bunch of bees. Actually, it's domain expansion. It's a domain expansion, dog. Every single plot line in RWBY has a domain expansion around it.
We're on everything. The only thing that matters here is what we're talking about right here and now.
In this room, it's Bumblebee. In this room, it's Ironwood's plans or whatever. Like
now we walk into the Ironwood room. Ironwood.
Is quickly interrupted by a grim attack, and we see Blake and Yang fall.
That was a joke about Crow's Martini. It doesn't matter.
Then don't have it.
Yeah, editor.
And fall seamlessly back into their old routine, coordinating and joking easily.
Pause. They go seamlessly back into their old routine. Who are poor coordinators in these in any fight?
Yes.
Also, isn't that kind of bad? Like
legitimately.
They've been apart from each other for 6 to 8 months, so pretty much a fucking year. I don't give a shit. They've been apart for an entire year's worth of time. And now you're telling me this is their very first fight after, and this takes place weeks after Volume 5, a couple of weeks, like 2 to 3 weeks. You're telling me within that time, Blake and Yang fall back right into sync in this first battle. Are you fucking kidding me?
This is after Blake has been fighting with a whole different person and teaming up with them. This is after Yang has a whole new appendage and she's been fighting in a different style with Tai. So now they're just coming back together like nothing happened.
Tender your
You
resignation.
would think that the perfect... Oh, go ahead.
No, that was just the TTS. But seriously, what are we watching? I'm so confused. Are we listening to somebody who only spends time on Twitter arguing about his favorite ship, like what people did for the end of My Hero Academia?
It's somebody desperately trying to force a square peg into a round hole.
Yes.
And again,
Super Shadow made it bow.
You know, and again, like if they like, I don't care if he likes the ship or whatever, but you know, trying to make it seem like, you know, it's the greatest thing ever is like really, really shisty, especially when over the past few years we've gotten to see so many other LGBT plus relationships, and they succeed in flying. They are done well. They don't receive any amount of hate. When I tell you, when I was making my response video to Lily Orchard about fucking Arcane and shit, right? I tried to find bad shit people have said about Caitlyn and Vi's relationship prior to season 2. They did not exist. It was a fucking desert out there. All right? People only started hating on it in season 2 because honestly, season 2 did some shicey things with them that people didn't like about it. But, so, like, I don't know, man. Other things managed to succeed pretty freaking well with this stuff, and now we're giving Rooster Teeth their flowers, and I understand.
Because they did the thing.
And the problem is, it's not about a gay relationship, a lesbian relationship, whatever. It's just a relationship that they need to do.
It's a relationship problem.
Yes, and these don't have a relationship. So that's square point one. We're just like, woman, man, whatever.
That's what they fuck up, Absolutely.
It's crazy.
But and actually that feeds into this point. Going back to this about like them getting in sync, you would think a better way of showcasing this, because this is a team show, allegedly, about teamwork, is that show them actually fumble over each other a little bit in this very first fight, and actually have that spiral a little bit into how the train got derailed and everything. That would be objectively better.
Even with that, you can have Blake Yang's doing something and Blake tries to jump in and stop it, or hit the person before they can get to Blake. Whatever.
Trying to protect her, which goes into the later stuff of I don't need you to protect me.
Because then with the freaking the scene where she's trying to put her bag back up, like I got it. Right. If this would have happened first and then that thing happened, they could have had a discussion like, hey, I saw what you did out there. I do not need that. We're gonna be cool.
But I remember seeing like the directors talking about this scene in the very beginning of the show from Fat Man's review of this volume. They wanted to show the team back together, so they were so laser focused on showing a fight scene.
We gotta get the Justice League movie out. Come on, guys.
Basically, they Snydered it. They Snydered the fuck out of it
for real.
But just the scene before, she was like, "Yeah, we're not cool yet, but we're gonna get there." And then the next scene is like, "Well, they're working perfectly together."
Says, Kaiser convinced them to start World Trigger later.
Y'all should absolutely watch World Trigger. It's really
on
good.
my
So
list.
much better than this.
So much better.
The reboot is coming out, right? So when that comes up, definitely check it out.
All right.
Good to see you're not rusty.
This is unearned. I'm sorry.
It's the Bumbleby sphere.
Yeah,
she's not been around any of these people, but then she's like, well, Blake, right into Blake. The only person that she can talk to in this time is Blake. The only person that Yang can talk to, the only person that Blake can talk to, Ruby and Weiss don't matter. It's Bumbleby time.
And it's crazy
It's
because
Bumblebee time. Domain expansion.
it's crazy because they've all grown in their own way.
So Weiss got whole new summons, and she's so proficient in them.
It would have to be that they grew the exact same amount. If they were all, if Blake and Yang were at 50, they both reached 100 at the same time to still be able to perfectly do this count. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it really don't.
It's fast tracking it.
Rails, leaving the team separated. Tensions are running high, but one should note how Blake's eyes consistently trail after Yang, even
She's talking!
No,
Yang is talking!
It's just throwing those in. No, listen, wait a minute. I remember this point. Oh my fucking god. So in the Team Jack podcast, we covered this same thing. And what one of us found out, because they were also looking up scenes, concurrently. I'm pretty sure Weiss ended up looking at other characters in that scene as well. And actually, not Weiss and Blake. Sorry, Blake was looking at other characters when they were talking as well. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Unfortunately, we can't show that because that hurts the narrative. So she was only looking at Yang, the person that was talking, as you do when somebody is talking.
Yeah, I was about to say. And Ruby was looking at Yang while she was talking too. So are we talking about some enabler type beat?
That hurts the narrative. That doesn't matter. I'm zooming into Blake, okay?
TTS, Xel Writer's domain expansion bridge up thematic lesbian.
Dude, the bridge is gonna be awful. Thank you for the super chat.
I hope we get to it.
I'm sorry, just remember, crazy how Yang's bike landed with Team Ruby instead of Juniper. Oh, it's spelled. It's probably Juniper. Or was just lost or destroyed, showing how strong the numbership is. And then she just throws the bike at him, and it's gone.
Yeah, it was a present from her dad. I guess he don't matter.
When there's no need to, this will become a trend for both of them. Those left behind in the train crash are having to come to grips with some extremely horrifying revelations about the impossible task before them.
Yes, the worst backstory of the entire show.
My answers.
How do I destroy Salem?
Not all of them were to his liking. You can't.
You gotta phrase that question a little bit better, big dog.
Yeah,
how does what is a way that Salem can be defeated? Because that's clearly the wording is, how do I defeat him? It's like, you can't. So it's not about you, it's about everybody.
So
you should
just try again. And this is Oz, by the way, who's supposed to be millions of years old, super wise, knows a bunch of shit, and he even helped construct the plan that they end up doing in volume 8. Relating, to their relating to the whole Jin stuff and all the semantics and shit. So you're telling me that he can figure out that, but not this?
Yeah, he's just like, well, there's no hope. It's all that time that you have to think, the eons and eons. Most of the time, you're just a disembodied voice in a brain. You're not thinking about, hey, her exact words were this. Did I mess something up? Nah, it has to be that she's just unkillable.
Yeah.
The team finds themselves in Brunswick Farm, a settlement where everyone seemingly died in their sleep, but they're stuck there due to the cold and the snow. The town is actually infested with the apathy, grim that exhausts people by mere proximity and slowly rob them of their will to do so much as anything. Their hidden presence leaves everyone extra on edge, though we can see Blake making an effort to stay close to Yang, despite the latter's spiraling mood. Soon after their arrival, Blake...
No, it wasn't an effort. It was, hey, we need to split up. Ruby and Oscar had paired up. Yeah. Yang was just sitting there, and Yang walked away, and Blake was just like, I'll go with her.
Yang said something like, anything to get me out of this house.
I think she might have went with Crow, but... whatever, man.
Which I wouldn't necessarily say that wasn't an intentional decision by Blake.
I would say...
because she's still overcorrecting at this stage for understandable reasons. So this is in character, right?
How can I imprison Salem? Can I fix her? Can something send her away?
Yeah, word it better.
Yeah.
and Yang separate themselves from the rest of the cast, and Yang's PTSD flares up. Blake is quick to try and comfort her, speaking
Wait a
of
second,
Adam's
pause. Was it PTSD or was he actually there? Because
I mean,
later in the ball, you was just like, "Yeah, I've been watching y'all."
which is weird because you would think that he would show up a little earlier, but whatever.
No.
real strength isn't in his fighting
No.
ability, but his
Oh, God.
manipulation, how he'd get in her head and make her feel small. It was going great up until Blake promised to protect Yang, hurting her with this apparent lack of faith in her abilities, treating Yang like she needs protecting when that isn't what she wants, and causing Yang to storm off.
Pause. So Blake doesn't understand Yang in this instance, much like Sun didn't understand
God.
Blake.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Gee,
should have a
wonder.
conversation so
Like-
they can understand each other better.
Like, if I was a Bumbleby fan, okay, I would not be pushing forward this narrative that both characters are always super understanding of each other. If
Mhm.
anything, the argument should be that the relationship is good. All right, this is the Kaiser Shonen playbook, okay? I'm making a better version of this video than y'all. I can help you out. The better argument should be that these characters are realistically complicated and they clash with each other at times and they don't always agree on the same things, but they come back together because they have a genuine bond with each other.
Not
That's how you play this
everybody
shit.
is perfect from frame one. So
For
him,
the other
Exactly.
person.
so him running with the narrative, well, Sun doesn't understand Blake, so they're not good together. But these two do understand each other, so they're good together. Like, I don't know if they've ever been in a relationship, but it's not as simple as, yep, we get each other all the time at all points, and so we're perfect for each other.
Yeah.
As their confrontation with the apathy winds down, however,
Okay, this is not necessary to show. I don't know why y'all had to show
Yeah,
this.
I don't know what this has to do with the Bumblebee video.
It was the editor who just put that in because he got a joke to tell.
But no, also, Xel was like, as the apathy is taken out, like, why is that even said?
Blake, who nearly died, is
I
clearly
guess to
still in
break up
shock.
the video or something. I don't know.
And enough so that Yang, after looking her over, takes her hand and leads her out of the room. The
Oh,
next moment
and this
is
was the start of our problems, wasn't it?
strictly
Could that be seen as Yang protecting Blake in a way
Sure.
that Blake did not,
Sure.
that she did not want Blake to do for her?
Bumblebee,
Which is
but it
very weird given her development, and also, of course, you know, leaving Ruby behind
Yeah.
there when she's supposed to be protective of her.
A
Don't you
perfectly
wanna-
capable
don't
and
you wanna address
able-bodied
that?
person, you're just leading them away for some reason by the hand. Doesn't make
At
too much
Trap on
sense.
Strong 6093 says, "This is also the part where Yang leaves Ruby and Crow in a burning building.
There we
Made
go.
sure Blake got out though. Love seeing how much Yang cares about her family."
After she was just mad at her. By the
After
way.
she was just mad.
potentially the fastest and most stealthy person, I gotta help you, as opposed to the person that's blackout drunk and I've known for my whole life.
Yeah, yo.
That you missed some dumb stuff already.
Let her rip though, Dad.
Let her rip.
useful. An old and long
Yeah,
since
let
retired
her rip,
actress Maria
Zedrex.
commends the next generation for, in some cases, already being emotionally stronger than she was following an incident that left her blinded. She very pointedly glances at Yang as she says this. This
No, it wasn't emotionally stronger. She
can't-
said some of y'all are already stronger than me, and she looked at Yang, the strongest member.
I
Who
mean,
also in turn has a disability that's augmented by something, so there's a relationship there.
was Maria
which you might say kind of feeds into the point a little bit, but
No,
I don't
it
know
does.
why this point. I don't know why this is relevant for the Bumblebee argument, though.
commenting on Yang getting back into the world after losing her arm, while Maria lambasts herself for choosing to hide. Given what Blake said in Volume 5 regarding Yang's strength, this was a
Oh my god, I hate that scene.
Positive this was not made by a My Hero Academia fan. It was not.
It
Thank you
is
for the super chat. I made
Xel
it.
has yet to say make a single video, up to my knowledge, about My Hero Academia. So there's that. But yeah, I hated that scene in Volume 5, bro. It is a 2-pack of ass. That's what it is.
Definitely.
Like, the whole thing about Blake's development is about fighting racism, but also prejudices in general, right? what is more prejudice than boiling down a person to a single fucking word? If anything, like that's how she got wrapped up in the whole Adam shit. He thought he was this embodiment of Based and Red Pill before he decided to go seek Xeon, right? But then he went seek Xeon and gone crazy. So she misjudged him.
And
so you would think that she would stop doing that with her friends.
And that's the problem with this type of thing, this one track of thinking of just, they're this one person. When they deviate from that, you just go, are they wrong? Am I wrong? And you just have to completely shift your mindset as opposed to just sitting there thinking like, oh, people are complicated people. Blake, surely your mind must be like, I'm not one thing, but everybody else is one thing.
Right.
Yang, greater Kitty, greater sign, family, Ruby and Crow, what the Yang. And it's basically that. Thank you for this show. Just like my family, even when in Volume 9, when they're going through their emotional turmoil or whatever, Yang says Blake, Ruby.
Mm-hmm. In that order.
In that order.
Order of importance.
Disgusting.
Terrible.
Good reminder to her that despite the wound she suffered, Yang is no damsel. Things ease up between the two of them again as they all arrive in the city of Argus, Blake fondly watching Yang play and coo over Jean's nephew.
Alright, this is not relevant to Bumbleby. I don't know why this is here.
No.
It's followed up with
that's also, there are 3 people in that scene. There's Yang, there's Weiss, and the baby, but you've automatically gone, Blake is looking at Yang, and you have no evidence for that. It's just, this is another one of those little breadcrumb things where I have to force this in. So she is only looking at Yang.
Raven Feather be like, ugly baby. Bro, what the fuck, man?
The baby's head is like 3 times the size that it should be.
It's
And
a
every
big
1 million
head.
says.
It
Can you
is a
explain
big
why it's a
head,
bad pairing in DSP terms?
Oh my god.
Imagine if Panda and Cat got together.
Yes.
secure an aircraft in which Yang drives Blake out into the wilderness to sabotage a radio, and well, just watch these adorable fools.
You sure I shouldn't come with?
Explain
More
yourself,
intruders
you
means
baby!
more likely to be seen. Besides, stealth isn't exactly your, I mean, you're great, and I'll hurry back.
Go.
You mean to tell me this exact same dialogue couldn't be Ruby in Blake's place and Weiss in Yang's place? Or vice versa?
And also, again, the fact that they are able to, like, have this scene when they're freaking, cooing at each other and wishing each other luck like this is, again, really fucking weird, given what we just went over about how they separate. And they didn't even talk about what happened after, during the whole Brunswick Farm stuff. So we're just over that.
Yeah, I need to protect you or anything. There was no development towards, because later it's just like, well, I'm not protecting her, she's not protecting me, we're protecting each other. But how did we get to that point from there? There's been no dialogue, there's been no conversation, there's been no fights where it's like, oh, she can handle herself, nothing like that. It's just we got to already to point B from number one. It's like, how did we get here?
Yeah.
Heading in on foot? Won't be long.
Unfortunately, the plan goes pear-shaped.
I thought you said you knew their jargon!
Jargon was fine.
But our pilots aren't elderly women.
Well, they got me there.
Adam's been waiting for Blake
That's
to be
a funny
alone since
banter. We should ship them.
the grim attacking the Argus Express and ambushed Blake, intent on punishing her for her defiance and his defeat at Haven.
Why did the fight?
Why did you have to come into my life and ruin everything?
You stalked me across Anima. I don't want anything to do with your life.
Despite having no reason to regard him well and fighting with him, Blake does continue trying to reason with him to try and get him to leave.
Her crying
she
was
doesn't
terrible
give up
here.
on people.
All sorts of people in all sorts of ways.
Oh, speaking
no
of bad
one
reads.
quite like you. You didn't leave scars. You just left me alone.
A terrible read.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that? The editor said. Telling how the only time he ever shows his eyes to Blake and us is just using his trauma as a means to assert control.
Is this the only time? We don't have evidence of that.
Well, we don't. I mean, we don't really know. I mean, it would be nice if that were the case.
Mhm.
You know, Blake said like a throwaway line about, "Oh, I've never seen behind the mask" or whatever. I don't know why he hasn't.
Or when he took off his mask, she has a shocked look on her face, but she just kind of looked away and then looked back.
Alone.
Having become alarmed when Blake stopped reporting in, Yang had taken off into the wilderness and arrives in the nick of time.
I'm not alone.
That was funny.
Yang doesn't
Racketeering
promise to
Dash
fight
Rat
for
says,
Blake or to
NGL, the voice actor, sounds like he's not having fun reading his line.
save her.
Adam isn't necessarily a fun character, so he's just like, "Oh, you ruined everything. You ruined my life, scars." How you can't really make that dialogue sound good?
to be fair, you know, I mean, Adam's written like a Redditor, so he has to sound like one too. So I guess that kind of fits.
You're too woke for me, Blake.
Millie assures her that Yang will buy her time to catch her breath. Adam is also key to this moment. Blake's former partner in both combat and romance, staring down her current partner and seeing her as a romantic...
Partners, you're reading into that, because this is the second time that not only has he seen them two together, that he's ever seen Yang, other than the stalking stuff.
Yes.
But the implication here is only really for the audience to be like, he's jealous because he's the former partner, she's the current partner. Oh, I see what's going on.
Yeah, he's in the cuck chair and shit. Like that's that's what they want us to think, but like they don't do enough to give us that.
Rival.
Really.
Especially considering he sees her more of a possession than a love interest. Because we don't really know why he likes Blake or anything.
Actually, that's a big thing. That's a big thing in regards to like Blake and Yang in general, but also like Adam. Like we have never... The problem with Adam being such a simplistic asshole character is that we do not understand how things are from his point of view. Like, not really. We have a basic idea in terms of him being an antagonist. We don't really get enough for him as a character. Like, what is it about Blake that attracted this motherfucker? Hell, what about Blake attracted Ilya, bro? Like, what the fuck does she see in there, right? I want to see where the action is.
It's kind of like a JRPG character, a silent protagonist, where you can just implant whatever you want on this character. So his version of Blake
it's that
is
domain expansion, bro. It's that domain expansion.
But yeah, there's no real reason why he should be this obsessed over her, especially considering he was in the same vicinity as a Schnee, and he's done nothing about that. When every time you look in the mirror.
Women's, I gotta get out of here.
Every time you look in the mirror, he gotta see that, and there's a Schnee right there. He can take her out stealthily, but he chooses not to. There's nothing about that. So just seeing this is really more of just his face. It's really more just here's what's under the mask. We're moving on, because it doesn't really inform.
Because it's easier. It's easier to do that because then you don't actually have to treat the character like a human being while still being an antagonist.
Yes,
this isn't
he's
me
more
saying that,
of a wall to their relationship, an object they need to take out in order to move forward.
He's in the Bumbleby sphere, so he can't care about lice.
Yes,
the domain expand. He got that simple domain, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man.
I can't do nothing but look at y'all. Dang, man.
Son,
oh my god.
Uses Yang's name and insists that they have business to settle. The fight is fierce, and Blake reveals the nature of Adam's semblance and its similarities to Yang, Adam growing increasingly infuriated all the while, so much so that Blake and Yang merely looking at one another is enough to send him into a fit of rage. Yang offers an Adam an out, but the moment he sees her hands shaking, he tries to undermine her confidence, only to be countered by Blake.
Are you just trying to scare me away so you won't have to die
at least this is a relevant
to protect her?
Yes.
She's not protecting me, Adam. And I'm not protecting her.
Oh! And I'm not protecting.
We're protecting each other.
We're protecting each other.
We got it. No, we got it. You didn't need that line.
This was the moment of understanding. between the pair.
I'll
Yang
protect
can see
Jimmy's
the kind
mom.
of danger Adam poses and why Blake would try to lure him away from the people she cares about. And Blake can now see Yang wants an equal partnership and follows it up by affirming her intention.
How did she get to this point of wanting an equal partnership without a conversation or any kind of action that led to this?
Or even
conclusion?
understanding,
No,
really.
I mean,
Never
listen,
leave
okay,
again.
here's the thing, all right?
Yeah. Okay.
Blake's cursed energy is really fucking high, okay? So when she does the hand signs, bro, it's over. It's over, okay?
I see what's going on here.
Blake won't be the girl who runs anymore. Adam follows it up by trying to get under their skin, directly comparing his romantic relationship with Blake to Yang's, only for Yang to see
don't
right
be a
through his
child.
manipulations.
You know, she made a promise to me once that she'd always be at my side. And look how well she's kept it.
Pause. But he's not, he has to be written as so illogical that he can't be like, I've done anything wrong to have you be pulled away from me. I've done nothing.
Yeah.
She just ran. So there's nothing here. He's not talking. He's not a real character.
OMG, he really is a Redditor.
He made his post. He got his karma. And he peaced out.
Side. And look how well she's kept it.
Did she make that promise to you? Or to the person you were pretending to be?
Despite the danger
thoughts
and them
about
offering
that.
him a chance to leave, Adam resolves to kill them both and is defeated by the pair. Struck low in his last desperate gamble to kill Blake backfires twice over. Blake breaks
At
down
Hope
crying from
Jan
the
says, loving lesbian couple, intimidating horse.
murder, the trauma from the grief.
Oh my
of it all, and
god.
tries to
Wait, I gotta read this out. Guys, you are not hating Bumbleby. And I'm not hating Bumblebee. We are hating it together.
But that's the thing.
Perfect.
With the lovers of Bumblebee, they're not doing that. They're not loving it together. They're loving it separately.
Yeah.
They don't care to fight for this.
No. Yeah,
Damn,
no.
they really have their fucking domains on lock, man. That shit is crazy.
They got what
This
they
shit is
want.
supposed to be. This shit is supposed to be. This supposed to be the pinnacle jujutsu sorcery, man. Like, why the fuck is everybody using that?
sure Yang she won't break her promise. Yang, remembering how Blake stressed eye contact 3 volumes earlier, ensures that Blake can see her eyes when she acknowledges Blake's promise.
I'm not going to break my promise. I swear. I know you won't.
Also, this is the point where the beauty, Bella, and the beast parallels become most blatant.
What?
Oh man, this part. Oh my god, don't even get
Also,
me
this is the
started
point-
with this. Listen to me, Twilight had a fit about this. Especially since she's into like history and looking up old fairy tales and shit like that. This sent her through the fucking roof, man. Oh my god. It was legendary.
And they couldn't even make their own images. Just get from somebody else.
Yeah, Trayvon's all like, stop! Just fucking stop!
Where the beauty, Bella, and the beast
And this
parallels
is also Beauty and the Beast from... They're just looking! Whatever. This is Beauty and the Beast from the movie. It's not even from the actual story, which is what they should be doing.
Expansion, infinite bullshit.
parallels become most blatant. We had a few light homages early on, but this...
Are you serious?
Bella and the beast parallels become most...
Wait, let's go through each of these.
Okay.
Also, this is...
Reading a
my
book.
Not even in a fountain, nothing. Reading.
Sitting in different positions.
Ladies and gentlemen, take notes.
But they're sitting in a different position, but later they talk about, look, they're in the same position. So why are they in a different position? And why can you use this as evidence when other evidence is they're in the same position?
Because it fits thematically.
But it can't just be about thematics. It's gotta be about making sense.
Arms out. One hand open, one hand closed.
Exhibit B.
I want adventure in a great wide world somewhere. I want to travel around the world and get wrapped up in as many crazy adventures as I. Okay,
So,
characters
I guess-
wanting adventures.
I thought she was the.
Yeah, isn't she the beast? And
No, she's the beauty because Yang is the beast because of the cat ears.
But isn't Adam the beast though?
Who's who? Wait, who's who?
Wait, no, it could be because she's reading.
Yeah, that was the no. They can't both be beauty. They can't both be the beast and neither at the same time. They're sitting, but the master really not so bad once you get to know him. You're a hothead, but not
ruthless.
I guess getting misunderstood or having a passionate,
Lord Silverheart.
heartfelt conversation.
Adam, you were my manic pixie Discord kitty, Blake. But instead, you became a woke, pansexual, trans man. Blake, what? Adam, what are you talking about? Adam Red Pill, MRGA.
TDS domain expansion and malevolent disinformation.
Disinformation. They're looking over their shoulder, smiling.
Oh my
Crazy
God.
bar.
Wait, they're doing that. They're both doing that in the snow. Okay, that's a very important
Okay,
detail.
yeah, no, that makes sense now. I'm convinced.
They're dancing.
Yeah, they dance. It's just that one last.
What is this? They're not. Surely you would put when Yang put her hand on Blake's face instead of when her.
On this video, man.
This is agenda.
The agenda must be pushed at all costs.
In the next volume, or is it volume 8, when Weiss gets a dressing down from her father, Blake comes up and holds her hand. I guess that doesn't fit into the agenda, so we're not bringing that up, huh?
Actually, I can explain this. You know what? With the whole who's the beauty and who's the beast, really. All right, here's the thing, okay? The thing is, this story is excellent because it's showing that there is a bit of beauty and a bit of beast and all.
Oh, shut up! You're not the beauty. We're not the beast. We're both the beauty and the beast.
We are
riding on something.
Oh, they both got scratched.
TDS, my brain is being fried from all these Beauty and Beast solutions.
So
Xel Writer, your domain expansion is too strong.
Fighting in a high place.
No, but now Blake is beast.
Oh my god.
So they're both the beast at the same time.
That dude failed. She didn't.
Grabbing weapon.
Oh man. Wait, I guess Gaston is Adam.
Adam's like, oh, I ain't about this gay stuff, and Gaston's like, I ain't about this furry stuff.
Yeah. You don't love who you love. You love me. I think you had feelings for this monster, starting with her. Okay, attacking.
Jealousy.
Yeah, sure.
I guess, yeah. I guess crashing out. You know?
I guess. Yeah. Oh, okay. Mad and not understanding why they're not the person of their affection.
Yeah, like that kind of. But like
falling.
Okay.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah, we can talk about the brass tacks of it is you can have all the imagery in the world in the symbolics of whatever allusions to other media that you want in your story, and the symmetry of it in your story as much as you want.
At Racketeering-Rat says, the dude on the left has the same number on his face. It's just in Roman numbers if you look closely at his facial features.
If it's not backed by anything substantial in the writing, it's absolutely fucking worthless. Like, that's why I never talked about any of that shit in my video, because it doesn't fucking matter.
All it is just look at the pretty lights. That's all.
Emotional jangling keys.
Because you can do this with anything. You can do this with literally anything. And we can never talk about what's good and what's bad.
And that's why it's just completely worthless to talk about.
Yeah.
Also, this is the point where the beauty of Bella and the Beast parallels become most blatant. We had a few light homages early on, but this fight is where they start paying full-on homage to the fairy tale source. I mean, just look at this stuff.
It's the movie.
After this,
Okay, they're
It's
just
not the source, it's the movie. And these weren't even your screenshots!
them sitting close together in a way that evokes Ren and Nora at the end of Volume 4, hands interlinked, significant glances sent Yang's way that she seems bashful over. As before, I really cannot stress enough the narrative and thematic.
But Ren and Nora fell apart because they didn't understand each other.
Importance
But
of
this
Yang
shit was
being
built to last.
framed as Adam's rival for Blake's affection, of being the one to stand at her side in this final confrontation. But with the battle done and Argus saved, which was a whole other story, we land on Volume 7.
Okay, but like, yeah, Yang. Wait a second. If anything, what they did in Volume 6 was the bare minimum. Oh my god, let's have the character and another character we want together be involved in the same plot point. Oh my god, it's almost like they should have done that 5 fucking volumes ago.
No.
Like,
They had to be
doing
apart for two entire volumes. And
Like,
then
what are
have
we
a
doing
conversation.
here? What are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here? And again, I'm not asking Xel this question. I'm asking the writers this question.
Yes.
Okay, Xel is just the delivery boy or delivery boy. Okay, I'm not faulting the messenger. This is exactly what the writers want us to think, and it's bullshit.
Xel is only building the house with the materials that were provided by the writers.
Yes.
So we can't be mad at the house itself
because there's not enough windows. He didn't have the material to have enough glass windows.
He didn't have any, but he can't brick and mortar that shit.
Yeah, no.
Yang and especially Blake take something of a back seat in this volume, having been major players in the last couple. This does not, however, mean that.
By the way, they're in the most racist city in the entire fucking planet. By the way,
And
yeah,
you
but they
don't
have to take
feel
a back
it.
seat. They literally cut out scenes where Blake is supposed to be involved in, like, you know, activism for the faunus. They took that out.
But why? That would make a lot of sense.
Because they knew that they fucked up the entire White Fang subplot, so they didn't want to deal
And
with
the
it.
faunus subplot. Yeah, we're done with that for now. Adam's done. The White Fang is done. All right, we're done.
We're racism.
Racism cure. If Weiss can be not racist in the span of an episode, everybody can. Moving on.
Yep.
Ship is still not sailing. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Blake and Yang have slid back into their old, comfortable relationship quite naturally.
Wait a second. This is mere hours after they've murdered a guy.
Yes.
A sense of trauma for both of them.
Yes.
Have they forgotten? Have the writers just been like, well, Adam is done. We're not talking about Adam no more.
Like,
bro.
Maybe we should pick up the pace.
Murdered a man.
There's also a lot of silent background.
Wait, what was that?
Yang eyes lingered on her. Or Blake's eye lingered, see?
There's also a lot of silent background communication
Whatever.
between the pair that is not shown with other characters, constantly silently conferring. One of the first
They're
things
next to each other. Go back.
that is not shown with other characters.
Blake is almost as close to Ruby.
Constantly.
Yang is even closer.
There's
Yang
also a
is
lot of
close
silent
to
background
Weiss,
communication between the
like
pair that is
really
not
close.
shown with other characters, constantly silently conferring.
Yeah,
An
Weiss is
Overlord
always on the
Silverheart
right side of
says,
Yang!
a gay interspecies couple in fantasy 1940 Texas?
Background
Make the side
communication.
character and address nothing.
Address
Between
nothing!
the pair that is not shown with other characters,
Weiss,
constantly
Weiss,
silently
Weiss!
conferring. One of the first things Blake does upon repairing her weapon is line it with gold, which is both a reference to the practice of kintsugi for repairing things that are broken and an obvious homage to Yang, taking on a
this is editor, son.
Blake's eyes are also gold, so it could be aesthetic to that.
No, but don't you remember the first part of the video? Their designs are symmetrical with each other.
Their designs.
They were meant to be.
From frame one. From the concept.
Yes. Wake up, bro. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Yeah, we're gonna be Ruby Hoteps. Fitting given how it's reflective of one, Blank beginning to properly repair her own life after it was nearly broken by Adam's abuse, like with her family, her complicated feelings about the White Fang, etc. Two, fixing her relationship with Yang after it was damaged by her choice to abandon Yang because of the above. Three, accepting all of the above as being a part of herself and how it influences the way she understands the world.
But there's a difference here. In a case where a weapon, you can graft some gold on it and it's perfect and it's fine and it happens.
Might even be better.
And it happens in the space of a day, as opposed to all those relationships would need to slowly be repaired. This is not analogous.
Yeah, if you break somebody's trust in the real world, it's not like the next day they're like, yeah,
here's a flower. It's like, I forgive you implicitly. Never happened.
Yeah. Yeah, and even then, the repairing of their relationship was already mended just as quickly as that weapon was repaired. So I guess it is pretty analogous. Yeah,
and I guess again, we're just not mentioning the fact that we broke this the blade inside of a man as we murdered him.
A dash of her favorite color. As you can see, Yang had Blake's violet on hand for a long time. We also see that Yang remains a disaster.
Before they met. Did you forget that part?
In season 1, Blake, all she had was some boots that slightly went into purple at the bottom. That's all the purple that she had in her.
No, she had one in one of her boots as well. Like, and something like this. Like, that's a consistent part of her design.
And I mentioned this before in the volume 1 and 2 where you brought this up. Look at Weiss. Her collar again has red. But I guess we're not talking about that.
Oh, somebody in chat said Yang has orange gloves, Penny has orange hair. Coincidence?
It doesn't fit the narrative, so we're not bringing it up.
Like, okay. Not to be obtuse, okay? Let's steel man this, all right?
The zippers are not cool.
Let's steel man this, right? This would be them having color accents that reflect each other would be fine. And using that as a way to tie them to other characters is obviously a fucking meme because, but they're not involved in each other's plot points. So of course that's why we don't ship them, which is perfectly fine. And you're trying to cement the point, but the point is already really bad.
Yeah. Especially, like I said, especially when you have Ruby and Weiss who are not romantically paired, but Weiss just has pops of red in her outfit when it doesn't really make sense. So, but that doesn't mean anything. But this over here with Yang having her boots, her little handkerchief on her boots be purple, that means everything.
Yeah.
Way around a large area just so she could stare doe-eyed at Blake's new haircut.
Sorry.
I hate this scene.
I hate it.
Oh my god, man.
It's a terrible scene.
It is pretty cringe. And by the way, whenever this shit happens in other relationships and other media, I swap the fucking channel too. I found that cringe ever since I was 5 years old, bro.
Not used
so
to the
let's not even play that.
Hair yet.
But like I said, this is Bumbleby time, so nobody else can comment on her hair.
Exactly.
Here's how you can write this. Everybody has a comment. Ruby asks a lot of questions because she's very inquisitive by nature. Yeah. Weiss goes up and just goes, the edges are a little uneven, but it does frame your face nicely. Yeah. And then she goes like, oh, at least you don't have that
which would be a lie,
long hair for your ninja stuff, and it doesn't affect that. And then they go, Yang, how do you feel? And then you play this scene.
And she's just staring and stuff.
And then everybody has a comment, and then it's forced upon her when she's not ready.
Yeah, it's almost like other characters exist within the same scene.
5420 says
the other characters exist in the same
stupid hair. They're meant to be.
Legit.
Oh my god.
Is it bad? No, it's good. Great, even.
Man, I did not sign up to be a babysitter.
So they can comment and see this shit, but the others don't? That's crazy.
Frame this and show what's going on. Following that, Yang is also the first to notice when Blake is distressed and to see if she's okay, and Blake is the only one who laughs at Yang's corny jokes.
Pause. What distress does she show?
Couldn't tell you.
And what?
I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No. Go ahead. Please.
This is also an abandoned Schneeg Dust Company mine.
Yes.
So wouldn't Weiss also be distressed because it's just like, this is my family?
Even more so. She even picks up a sign and is just like real sad about it.
But remember, Yang doesn't give a flying fuck about the whole Faunus or White Fang subplot.
Yeah, no, that's cooked.
Because she never gets involved. Yeah, it's cooked. We defeated racism. It's over.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have to deal with it.
We won.
We won. USA, USA.
She's okay, and Blake is the only one who laughs at Yang's corny jokes. There's of course the adorable selfie scene, Blake leading an exhausted Yang out of bed, Blake falling asleep in Yang's lap, and of course...
But what about Weiss leaning on RWBY? I guess that means nothing?
Yes, again, so many of these like breadcrumbs could apply to Weiss and RWBY, and it's just not. Because the fans haven't forced it to.
Ace Operative Marrow highlighting that the pair almost always team up.
Hey, have you two ever thought about branching out a little?
Hold on. This was the first time he had
Yeah,
seen them
bro.
together. So what frame of reference does he have?
I mean, to be fair, this is in a montage where they have like done several days of missions and training with the Aesops and stuff. To be fair, which makes this even this scene even stupider. Like, oh, they do a combo attack in order to fucking shut him up. When what he said was objectively good advice. Yeah, you should branch out and do these fucking crazy combo shit, these happy feet wombo combos with your other teammates.
With your team. And it even hurts it even more considering if these two are paired up, that means the other two have to be paired up. And are they going to get commented on?
No.
Bumbleby time. No, of course not. Because the domain is up, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, it's an open barrier too, okay? That's what Sukuna does. It's that open barrier, baby. It's all over the place. And they've made a bunch of binding vows too. That's what that OnlyFans was. That's a binding vow. Did y'all forget about that? Or y'all haven't heard about that?
No, that is some of the most pandering stuff that there could have been. That is some weird parasocial stuff out this world.
Yeah, bro.
About branching out a little?
But like I said constantly, who is a bad pair in this? Who works poorly together? They don't showcase that to be like, these two work so well together.
Yes. We don't see a contrast. All we see is what's
like,
usually happening.
Blake and RWBY failing or not being as proficient, slower, whatever.
Right.
Nothing.
Really good stuff. Yeah. Keep it up.
Plus the bedroom eyes of this scene on their not date with
Bedroom, she just looked over.
and Funky and getting ready to dance together.
That's what I'm doing.
Hey, Oscar and I are hitting the movies. If anyone wants to... Oh, okay.
Yep, see?
We also
we can't comment on anything when they're doing their thing. There's nothing else that matters other than them doing their thing. Yeah, it's so pandering. They can't do anything. They can't actually do a slow burn where you just see things happening naturally. It is
literally
stop the scene. It is Bumbleby time, and now walk out the room to do another scene because we're out of the domain.
Like anytime Bumbleby isn't on screen, the fans should be asking, "Where's Bumbleby?"
Dude, dog, oh my god, like Invincible. Dog, okay, so what somebody needs to do, I probably need to do this. Somebody makes the whole Powerplex Invincible rant, but replace every Invincible line with Bumbleby. and have it be Adam's face over Powerplex. That's what the fuck we need, bro. That's the
Nora
funniest
debating
shit.
their own romantic relationship using Blake and Yang as proxies, Nora insisting that they essentially are dating, while Ren insinuating one of them might not be ready. Nora there...
Hey, because we don't know what's going on with the two of these because they're not talking about it. They're not talking about it with other characters, so people just assume whether they're just together when they're clearly not for some reason.
Nobody else. They don't talk to Ren and Nora.
No.
Since when did Ren and Nora have a conversation with Yang and Blake? When does that ever happen?
Off screen.
Oh shit! Well,
it happened. We just didn't see it.
You know the rule. If it didn't happen on screen, it didn't happen.
I regret to inform you that this clearly happened.
You gotta play Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle to see the story mode of the RWBY game to see that conversation.
Well, shit, man, that's all you had to say.
Fire it up.
And like Pyrrha, tries to bridge the gap by throwing herself into a kiss. With Pyrrha, it was a tragic moment of surrender, of jumping ahead.
I like how he makes.
Why are we focusing on them?
Because he's making all these allusions to other romantic characters, but we see that these romantic characters are talking to each other, whereas Blake and Yang are just assumed to be together. But then in Volume 9, it's like, what are we? And they never had that conversation.
One thing she'd never get to really do. For Nora, it's an attempt to bypass the increasing complexity and strain of her and Ren's relationship rather than confronting it. Suffice to say, it doesn't.
Which, by the way, is strained for barely any
Adnorable
justifiable
says,
reason. They
because even in a
suddenly get
Bumbleby
snippy
video,
at each
it
other.
has to be about John.
It has to be.
Oh my god.
And then they make Ren the critic surrogate of thinking the bees are just friends because he and the audience don't know whether they become official or not.
Hey, maybe you should clarify that. Instead of lampshading it with a different character, maybe you as the writer should make that clearer or make it clear why they're not together.
Even though everyone is like, oh, they're together.
And for all intents and purposes, they're holding hands, they're doing the forehead touching. So it's clear to see, it's like, okay, I can see somebody watching Volume 7 for the first time just going, okay, they're together. They got together off screen, but then they're not doing anything that indicates that they're really together, like all the other characters that are together. So then you have to just sit there and just go, well, what are they and why aren't they together?
Pretty much. Like, there is no reason why they couldn't have gotten together this volume or in Volume 8.
None!
But that would involve talking, and instead of no, the universe has to take the two dolls and mush them together in order for them to get together.
It's less about that and more about the fact that we don't have the runtime for anything that we fucking do. So
hey, get more runtime.
That's the thing, right? This is apparently a limitation imposed by Rooster Teeth themselves. And I'm like, why do y'all do this to yourselves? Why not just have a RWBY season every other year instead of every single year? Like, why not just do that instead? You think people waited over a decade for Kingdom Hearts 3. We can wait for another season of RWBY to come out. We waited a year and a half for Freerun Season 2. Freerun Season 2 is here. It is out. And we are loving it. We are eating good. Like, finger licking good shit. You know what I mean? Like, we love it here. We're eating great. Why y'all rush this shit? It don't make sense.
Especially considering they had so many other shows and things going on. It's not like RWBY was the only moneymaker.
Yes.
Yes.
The people can afford to wait. And while you're waiting, put out comics, put out short videos, put out behind the scenes, put out a lot of things to keep
Why not alternate between Genlock and RWBY?
Because Genlock is terrible.
Well, of course, RWBY's terrible.
Yeah.
So all right. What are we doing?
I forgot. Like,
you forget. You know, I don't worry. I forgot Genlock too. I forget that shit all the time.
Boy, it is something else.
All adorable and fun background stuff, however. When Team RWBY is ordered to help ambush and arrest activist turned vigilante Robin Hill, Blake is extremely uncomfortable at the idea, just as Yang is leery of not showing General Ironwood all the information, given how much he's putting on the line for his plans. The pair that
for no reason, by the way, even though Yang is against lying.
At J-T3E2Y says, I waited 6 years for One Punch Man Season 3 and look what happened.
Look. All right.
There's a lot of fingers in that pie. There's a lot of things going on with that, all right?
You might have waited 6 years. They might have created it in 4 months. I'm just saying.
That's facts. And also, listen, all that tells me is that you just backed the wrong horse, baby, because I'm just sitting here loving Freerun right now.
Yeah, you should have been a Demon Slayer fan. You should have been a My Hero fan.
Hey, let's not curse him with that fate. Hold on.
Hey, at least it would have been pretty.
It would have been prettier, yeah. It would.
With Blake's grief over being forced to murder someone, you can see her body language and expressions growing more closed off as it goes on. She expects to be ignored. Instead, Yang listened to her and decided to support
No, it's
Blake's...
a tense conversation.
Yes, and she
doesn't...
Go ahead.
Like that's how other characters react in these same discussions. I'm
That's
sure
how
if I were to
people
rewatch
react in these discussions when it's a tense moment that they're not really feeling, they cross their arms in a defensive position. It's just the way they do things.
This is a Bumblebee exclusive thing, unfortunately.
It's not about being ignored or potentially ignored. It's I am not comfortable with this conversation.
I will bet money that if I were to look back in other conversations in this show, I would see other characters react in very similar ways.
100%.
Like it's not again, it's not a thing that happens with Blake. Like you could say, oh, but it means something a little more with Blake because of the, abuse and shit that she suffered.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's hard to contextualize because all of the abuse has been implied, quote unquote. And we don't even get to see or even have a frame of what that might have been like.
We don't have
like
full knowledge of the thing.
Yeah, like
we just
don't know
a
how
vague idea of it.
Right, and it's not like you necessarily need to do so in order for us to buy this. Like that backstory is fine, especially if you're not willing to like show it. But if you're not willing to explore those things in any meaningful way and just do it in a lot of stupid ways, like in the past volumes, that's where you falter with this. So when we look at this scene, what should have been a scene where it is meant to emphasize an element of Blake's character that we are already aware of, it instead comes off of, yeah, she's doing something that my fucking cousin did yesterday when we discussed who would pay the fucking bills or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of shit.
But you have to reframe everything in the lens of
we're entrapped inside the domain expansion. Yep. Don't even worry about it. Infinite Void. I understand.
Bigger.
Listen, Infinite Void. Okay, I'm getting all this information processed into
with
me.
This treasure I summon, the RWBY writers. They can make anything happen no matter what the situation is. They'll adapt to anything.
Yep. Just like how it's implied, how everyone in RWBY are considered to be equally close with one another. Even though they're not.
They're absolutely not.
Idea turning their ambush into a fact-sharing mission and an olive branch to Robin. Something that Ironwood...
Yeah, they're stealing a plot line from Nora.
To make himself do up to this point, despite everyone saying it would be a good idea. You can see the moment when Blake realizes Yang is actually listening to her. The shadow fades from her face.
Why is she surprised about this?
That's how shadows work. Sorry, go ahead.
But like... Where I'm sorry, what shadows is he even talking about?
So you can see the shadows of her eyes, and then
I mean, I guess, but like, why?
Yeah, she's got bangs. She's gonna have shadows on her eyes if she's looking down, and then she looks up and they go away.
Again, I'm willing to give a little bit of credit, I guess, in regards to that level of directing here, because okay. They kind of like improve some things with the directing and shit past volume 4 or whatever, which fine, I'll give them that. My issue is this implication that like Blake is subconsciously, kind of being walking on eggshells with this conversation because she's afraid that Yang would react badly to it. But that doesn't make any sense. Because Yang should be the one who should be talking about this.
Yes.
And because she is supposed to be against telling secrets.
Shut up, you nerd!
And number two, and number two, since when has Yang ever ignored Blake?
Yeah,
this has never happened.
When has any of her friends? Why should she expect that now all of a sudden that they're in a partial relationship?
Because her previous relationship was full of
Yang has never explained or explored that. None of her friends have ever done that. So she should feel safe and comfortable to say whatever she needs to say in front of Yang and all of her friends. But now that they're in a pseudo relationship, she's all of a sudden like, oh no, I'm going to be belittled?
And also, I'm sorry, this show is not realistic enough to get away with that fucking excuse. I'm sorry, bro. Absolutely is not. Like, I can understand it from a realistic point of view that, like, oh, it's a trauma response. That happens all the time. It's involuntary, whatever. But RWBY doesn't do that. RWBY is the same show that had Yang go through PTSD and have her get over it in 2 episodes.
Yeah, she's
and we barely
now.
mention
by
it.
killing the
and
guy.
We never see her have any significant problems as a result of her condition whatsoever by any stretch of the imagination.
Sir, her hand shook. Debunked. See y'all
Okay,
next
well-
week.
Yes, the dumpster fire. Did I miss anything, or is everything we can expect? It's as
It's even better. It's even better than
We're not even there yet.
Realizes
we're
Yang
almost
is
done with this
actually
chapter
listening
from
to
what I
her.
remember,
The
though.
shadow fades from her face, her ears rise, and her posture opens up. This is an entirely different
No, it doesn't. Her arms are still crossed.
relationship to her dynamic with Adam. We get a few more
Did you
background scenes
forget?
showing their closeness, but the main cap-off in Volume 7 is their godlike
Adnorable
coordination
says, every time I see Yang make jokes about her visual gags with her prosthetic, I wince.
against the
I hope that
Aesop's.
lady
This
gets
volume
some
kept the pen
sometimes.
mostly to the background. We get a few more background scenes showing their closeness, but the main cap-off in Volume 7 is their godlike coordination against the Aesops. This volume...
In what way? You need to explain how their coordination is good, especially when the Aesop's coordination is very good. They're throwing rocks and stuff. One of them is down on the ground, the other one's up in the air throwing rocks, getting him into the position.
Grabbing Yang or Blake.
In fact, the fact that Yang and Blake's coordination was so much better than Vine and Elms is really fucking dumb because, again, these guys are professionals. They should be better at this than they are.
I think you're forgetting the line, we're the best huntsmen here. It's like, you weren't until you trained us.
You see, listen, my hand is shaking right now, okay? Is that slime, bro? That shit gave me PTSD. That line alone, let's chat. That line alone is what created Kaiser Shonen. It was because of that line that got me started to thinking, man, this shit is trash. I'm gonna make a video about it.
Hey, yo, is anybody seeing this?
Like, bro.
All that off-screen training that we did, we're better than you now, adults.
Yeah,
Years
bro.
long, us students are better than y'all adults.
Somebody in chat said, somebody saying in chat, woke Mary Sue, right? No. This is nothing to do with progressivism. This ain't politics shit. This is my favorite characters do cool favorite main character thing, and I will literally bend this shit down like I'm fucking Diddy and force it to just go into the direction I want it to go, okay? And don't worry, we got that baby roll too, all right? we got that shit in house.
And Adam is dead, so woke has been defeated as well.
Exactly. So there you go.
Kept the pair mostly to the background, but this allowed an incredible amount to be told through their more lighthearted interactions. But the spotlight was put on them when it needed to be to signify the depth and healthiness of their relationship. We follow all this up with Volume 8, the volume that shows Blake and Yang's first
a whole lot happened there.
The various team members cannot agree on what to prioritize and have to split up. Blake siding with RWBY and going with her team, and Yang leading her own side of things elsewhere. Blake's shown to be rather forlorn throughout this separation.
Almost like they didn't understand where each other were coming from?
Almost.
Yeah.
I guess that means nothing here.
Crazy.
They can't contact Yang is shown to have been constantly dialing her number in worry. Yang, meanwhile, is shown to be quite dour, wondering if Blake will think less of her for the decisions that she's made.
This is the second worst scene.
This is like one of the worst scenes ever. They're like, I think, because like, bro, she was arguing with Blake during the argument that Yang and RWBY were having about this plan in the beginning of Volume 8. Blake was barely there in that scene. You know, one of those freaking little directorial touches or whatever the fuck that Xel keeps freaking, fangasming about the whole entire video? There was nothing like that here.
Is the good romance devil. Wait, wrong series.
It is the devil. Anyway, but like, there was nothing like that here during that scene. You would think that they would add that in to facilitate this fucking line. But here it just makes Yang come off as obsessive because she is worried about something that didn't even fucking happen.
Especially when they had an argument, Yang had an argument with her sister.
Yeah, we had to throw that under the bus to facilitate this shit.
Her mindset instantly goes to Blake, and that's crazy. We're not, especially when they're not anything yet. If this was like they've been together for years, or they just got together, it's like, I don't want to hurt this relationship by having an argument and not seeing eye to eye. But this is just, they're not anything, and your mind goes instantly to her over your sister.
Like, bro, okay, I wanna just take a Bumbleby fan, okay? And I want him to show him the scene, and then I'm going to ask him, okay, now imagine this scene, and it's Sakura talking about Sasuke. Would that change your mind?
They would say,
and just watch what happens.
They would just be like, well, different situation. They would pretzel their way in any way that they possibly could. You'd be like, well, that's an unhealthy relationship. Sasuke doesn't really like Sakura.
He hasn't been shown to be affectionate towards her.
They would contort their way out of that. You have
like,
no
my
idea.
thing is, no, I absolutely do. I've been saying, like I said, I've seen it all before. But like the thing is that people are always so quick to create their own domains, okay, to keep up with this joke of their perception of their blorbo, their favorite piece of media and shit like that, right? Or media that they really, really like. And they try to pretend that people would not have the same exact standards when they apply it to different situations. God damn it. Then when they apply it to different situations, right? When in actuality, we absolutely do. Or at least I try to. I don't know about y'all, okay? I always try my best to remain fucking consistent. You give me the exact same scene, but it's between other characters or other situations, I would call that shit trash too. Which is why I'm glad when that shit doesn't happen, like in this, let's see, what's a recent animated show?
I wouldn't call it trash.
The Mighty Nine.
I wouldn't
The
call
Mighty
it trash
Nine.
if
Oh, God.
I wouldn't call it trash if the character was shown to be a bad person.
That's true. Yeah.
Because the issue
if they
is that Yang is a good person. Yes.
If they were obsessive and that's like the whole point of the scene, that would make sense because that would be in character.
Future Diary Girl or whoever.
Yeah, exactly. Right, if she was a yandere or whatever. But, like, that's not Yang. And Yang just had an argument with RWBY, which is supposed to be a big thing. And RWBY still felt some type of way about that conversation, but Yang doesn't. Doesn't that kind of, like, piss you off a little bit?
2154 says, domain expansion head cannons.
Oh, my God.
But you normally this out of pocket, Kaiser, or are you just this pissed off about that fight? No hate. I mean, I may need to check out your content if this is norm.
Listen, I bring my best self everywhere I go. And if this is what you look at, and if this, listen, okay, I walk with purpose when it comes to this kind of shit, man. I don't mince words. 10 toes fucking down. So if this is the kind of content you like to see, go check out my channel at Kaiser Shonen in the link in the description. And yeah, we got some new stuff coming on the way.
Thank you for the super chat balance.
Thank you very
Their
much.
reunion is one of the most heavily romantically coded moments they've had up to this point. Blake is still
That is an aunt-niece hug.
Well,
there's nothing there. These are not characters that know each other.
Reunion is one of the most heavily romantically coded moments
That's
they've
a
had.
family reunion hug.
That's the hug I had with my friend yesterday as I was leaving her house.
Like, bro, what the fuck, man? And like it's even worse because he's absolutely right. This is romantically coded, in my opinion. It's so romantically coded that we do what we always do in this show, which is to just get out all the other characters and all the other potential interesting interactions to fit the scene that we are making right here. Like,
pretty music starts to swell.
It's like they're not part of the same show, bro.
Yeah. They're looking at each other just like, all right, Weiss never existed. Moving on. This is what matters.
To this point, Blake is still nervous thanks to their disagreement. Past experience with Adam leave its mark, but as you can see, Yang is nothing like Adam. Also, Blake Belladonna is
So
still...
you see this.
It's
Look
so
at that,
romantic.
they're literally in their own little world.
And look who's
Yeah,
looking at
yo.
them. Ruby and White just off to the side. Not having their own conversation. Not being their own people. Just watching them.
This, and you look at this, you just go, okay, so they're together, right? And no, they're not. And then you have to just sit there and just go, well, why not?
Yes.
And there's no answer.
None.
Yeah, and you would think with the scene being this romantic that this is where they just
Go for it.
Just go for it and just get together right then and there, because there's literally no other reason. They're in a very tense situation. They got separated for a day and they miss each other this much. Like, why fucking not, man?
They had their first argument. It's this should be the time to at least solidify something or talk, but they don't even talk. They just do the hand in the head, and then it's just like, well, that's fine now. No need for words. And it's like, well, us as the audience do need those words, because I'm sitting here questioning. I remember watching this week to week, just going, did they get together?
You'd think they'd get together in the month and a
No,
half of Volume
literally
7.
a bunch of people said the same thing. Like, if you were there at the time, everybody was saying the same shit.
Because it's obvious that this is so romantically coded that they must be together, but they're not, and it makes no sense that they're not. And that just baffles me so much that the writers were just like, we're going to do all of these things to imply heavily that they're in a relationship, but they're not. Yeah. And there's no reason given as to why they're not, when they're all, for all intents and purposes, they are in a relationship. It's just so... It's so stupid. And now they're walking away from the Bumblebee sphere to talk about the actual plot.
Right.
Take your eyes off Yang challenge. Things grow more intense when the team's plan to evacuate the population of Mantle and Atlas are interrupted by the vengeful pair of Cinder and Neo. Yang throws herself between Ruby in a sneak attack.
Oh my god, this was stupid.
And I hate this. I hate this so much.
I hated this
because
shit, man.
I watched this, and Yang did not take a single hit, but she fully charged up aura on guard, gets one hit, aura breaks. The aura breaking is so inconsistent in this show. Somebody can get hit against the wall, breaks.
Bro. Especially since she could have tackled Neo
Neo,
as opposed to hitting Ruby. I don't even understand.
Or just shoot a gun at Ruby, because the guns don't really hurt. She's got her aura up just to push her out the way.
Yeah.
But this needed to happen.
Yes. Yeah. It's really dumb.
Why is Neo surprised?
And Blake is the only one trying to do something to help her.
Especially when Weiss can, for all intents and purposes, fly and make glyphs.
Yes.
This is so lame.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I tell you all about and I see you again.
Forcefully drag a sobbing Blake back from throwing herself into the void after Yang, only to eventually turn and try to take Neo off the board by the throat. It doesn't work, and she
you think that Ruby would be angry too?
Yeah, and you would have think that Neo would have just stabbed Ruby while she was on the ground and worried about her sister, but she just chose not to for some reason.
It's like with Jean and Pyrrha. We have to ignore. we have to ignore that Pyrrha had other friends too. That would probably be sad that she died. Fuck them.
Yeah, no, doesn't matter. It's just like in Volume 5 where, like, when Weiss got stabbed and just everything stops. All the fighting stops, all the talking stops, because we got to worry about Weiss now. It's just, they're not good at object permanence in this show. The only thing that matters is what's on the screen right now.
Yeah, yo.
It does, but ultimately they all still fall. And thus, finally, we have reached Volume 9, the ultimate volume for Bees, you might say. Bees.
My favorite part of the video.
Blake and Yang.
I don't want to do this.
It's the worst volume
terrible
by far.
No, listen.
I won't argue with anybody about it.
It's gonna be great, man.
It's not gonna be great. That's the problem.
Shit every day.
My biggest problem with Bumblebee is that not only is let me read that. My biggest problem with Bumblebee is that not only it sucks, unhealthy, and it's codependent, They don't use the codependency or unhealthy relationship as a writing point. They don't do anything with it. Thank you for the super chat, Balance. Because they're not good writers.
Yeah, no.
They don't have the capabilities to go, hey, we understand how unhealthy these two are being about each other.
They're coming together on the backs of a murder.
Cursed technique lapse yellow.
Yes.
Cursed technique reversal black. Imaginary technique. Bumbleby.
But they can't do that. All they can do is go, they're here, guys.
They're not good enough to write the trauma dialogue. So the universe has to put them together. They say nice things and then they kiss. They can't talk about the trauma because they can't write the trauma.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, also, great. Not great because the bridge is still awful.
Yeah, it's still terrible.
There's so many ways that it could be improved. So it would have been.
It would have been better if there was a compliment and that's what pushed them forward, and then they tried to compliment again and it got taken away.
Yes.
And instead they needed to move past or talk about their trauma and the
positives and negatives and things in a relationship that you
because the whole and actually have them not talking about that stuff interfere with them interacting with each other prior to that point, because the whole point of the ponder storm or whatever is that yeah, it's a ponder storm, whatever the fuck. It's so dumb. That's what it's called. Listen, the show made that up, not me.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. But like the whole point of it is that it's a storm that's supposed to make you confront your deep-seated trauma and the things that you're not able to get past. So why the fuck are we having them trying to get past complimenting each other and telling each other how much they like each other instead of focusing on the thing that's really holding them back from
a relationship that wasn't even an issue about why they weren't getting together? There was never an issue about where is that first step. I like how we're talking about the bridge and we're not even there yet. Not even volume, not even just like bridge.
Crossing that bridge when we get to it. Nah, we talking about that shit. Nah,
we were just all just waiting. As soon as it happens, like look at the bridge.
Ian says so much.
Oh yeah,
already.
so it only worked for Yang and Blake and not Ruby, who was Sue's slider. Yeah.
No, she doesn't count.
She had no issues to work out.
Even though this entire volume is basically about her, it ain't about her.
Domain expansion, baby.
Yeah, they might as well have just been the domain expansion. It's just like, this is Bumbleby. That's all.
Infinite shipping.
Jean was in this place for some decades, and he has nothing to work out. Nope, it's just them two.
Oh, I'll be right back. Just a sec. I'm going to the bathroom real quick.
Oh yeah, we can talk to the people for a second. Yeah, it's just stupid how much this volume and that bridge is indicative of RWBY as a whole, because everything in this volume is in your face. Mother's promise.
The mother's promise.
I choose myself. All this bullshit. Mom just like, John's on the ground. Just like, she finally figured out who she needed to be, and that's just herself.
Yeah. This is what happened. Oh no, RWBY is gone. Well, she might be back, and then she comes back and like, well, she is back now. She is cool. They were like, yeah, she might be back as herself. She might be back as something different. She might not be back at all. But then she comes back and like, yep, it happened, and that's fine.
A bit of context on the bridge. So there's a ponder storm.
We'll get to the context because he explains the context. Or you can explain it.
Yeah. So it's just a storm that causes you to confront the worst of yourself or some type of trauma or something.
Your emotions. The worst of yourself was
your emotions,
which was also really bad.
So Yang and Blake are on a bridge.
The only people who have to confront their deepest issues.
And there's a platform, and there's multiple planks missing for both of them. So they slowly work out that they need to compliment each other and talk about what they like about each other. And then at the very end, he's just going to explain this, so I'm not even going to get into it.
I'm back.
It is a metaphorical and literal bridge.
Domain
Yes.
expansion: the field of straws. This domain allows the user to grasp at all the straws to win the argument.
Hey, get in there.
Gives Yang and RWBY enough time to talk before diving in for a hug. The muffled Yang and gentle cradling just melts the heart.
Why
We
was
also
this not the kiss moment?
Yes.
see that Yang is continuing to lose
Yeah,
the
they thought they almost died, bro.
Yeah.
Your eyes off Blake challenge, followed with this little flirtatious scene where Blake somehow talks in italics.
What?
So would you say he caught you unarmed? How disarming.
We also see that Yang, despite having plenty of reason to be angry at the person who stole her arm, yielding to Blake's desire for diplomacy until that's completely off the table.
Oh, wait a second. So you're telling me that she wouldn't have yielded to RWBY saying diplomacy or Weiss saying diplomacy? Is this, again, we have to treat her like, does Yang treat Blake specially, and we need to see her treating other people differently?
Yeah.
With the next episode, we have Yang blatantly strutting her stuff and settling her gaze on Blake as she does so, and soon after leaving Blake blushing intensely.
Go back.
Strutting her stuff and
let
settling
me
her
just say.
Doesn't.
gaze on Blake as she
No.
does so, and soon after leaving Blake blushing intensely from Yang cheering her on. We also see Blake zeroing in on Yang so much in a fight that an enemy actually gets a blow in against her, following their
Pause. That would have been better in Volume 6.
Yes.
Yeah, that would have been so much fucking better. And yet we never come back to this. It's just like, all right, this Amy just had her when she had their laser vision on Yang, but we never come back to that. Is it going to be followed up on? Is this going to be like a whole thing about them realistically getting past being so possessive of each other because, you know, nothing got solidified yet? It's like, nope, that didn't happen.
Nope, moving on.
Pure fiction.
Shrinking, the two are essentially always side by side, and even when sitting with Weiss, they're notably closer to each other. And thus we find
Go back. Are they notably
side by
closer
side,
to each
and
other?
even when sitting with Weiss,
They are not notably closer to
Weiss
each other.
is closer to
Yeah.
Blake than Blake is to Yang.
Oh, man.
This is just a lie.
they're notably closer to each other. And thus we finally reach the Punderstorm, a natural event in the ever after.
Here we go.
Confessions within the most ridiculously long episode titles of this entire video. They keep shifting the text when I type.
After that manifests when people are stuck at an intense crossroads that forces them to either wait out or resolve their own uncertainty. Yang and Blake find themselves cut off from the rest of the group, isolated on unfinished bridges with a single platform connecting them. It's only when Blake says that she will feel a lot better once they're together on said platform that the bridge begins adding new pieces to itself. And once again, Yang follows it up by proving that she is
so fucking bad. Dog.
It's probably
my
worst
god. You know what?
plot device I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Or
you know what,
framing
chat?
of it.
Let me tell y'all something. I love the Critical Role animated shows Vox Machina and the Mighty Nine. I am so fucking glad the relationships they're putting into that show are not doing shit like this. It's so much fucking better. Go watch
writers.
that. Oh my god, dude.
Actual people who actually care about them and actually
It's based
care
on
about how they
fucking
get here.
D&D campaigns, bro. Like, even they do it better than this shit, dog. What the fuck?
terrible.
What
It's
an
so bad.
immersion
Dash Cam
shatter.
says,
Okay.
What an immersion shattering contrivance.
Legitimately.
It's not that like this is the part where you have to do the Marvel thing. Is like there comes a time in all forms of media consumption that you witness something so utterly bewildering that you don't have words and you simply laugh.
Because that's what this was. It was just like, are they really is the universe stopping all actions in order
Literal
to get
domain
these characters?
expanding.
Literal domain expansion.
Flirting.
I'm sure you'll figure it out, though. You're good at that. You
Good
think
at
so?
what?
Well, yeah. You've got a really good brain.
Pause. What are you basing this on, Yang?
She reads a lot of books.
Oh, she do be reading.
Yeah, do be reading.
She do be reading.
Okay, that did something.
And at this point, I think I can safely say that she was indeed flirting back in Volume 1, and some of her phrasing being a direct callback to the campfire scene in Volume 2 is a nice touch. Back then, she also expressed a similar admiration for Blake's ability to figure things out even when they're seemingly impossible. Yang also compliments
And Blake went on
even though she barely ever does that in the first three
Yeah,
volumes.
that's what I was gonna say. She goes on to figure nothing out.
We never see her be approached with a specific problem, and then that Yang isn't able to think around and have Blake actually be able to do it. We never see that on screen at all.
The entire RWBY breakdown is because everybody keeps looking at RWBY for the plans and to figure things out, that type of thing. So it's not even like Yang is putting that on Blake to figure out. They're all just kind of putting it on RWBY.
This is what's happening right now. What's happening is that Xel and the writers too, all right? Because again, they are the A1 problems of this whole entire shit.
Number one.
What the writers are doing is, you know that line that in that fucking, you know, first commentary that Monty said about, oh, making the characters simple and then expanding upon them as the story goes on and shit, you know, basic writing stuff. Yeah, such great genius writing philosophy, truly. Totally never been done before. What is happening is
of our time.
Yes. What is happening here is that ironically, the way RWBY is written is in the exact reverse. The characters start off as incredibly way more relatively complicated, if you can call them that. And then
there's layers.
Volume after volume. And volume after volume, they peel back every single one of those layers until there's just a single core beneath and a single dimension to them. And and that is how they fundamentally see these characters. They look at Blake and say, oh, she's the emo one, so she has to be smart. So Yang has to contrast with that and have her not be as smart. It doesn't matter if we don't see that, share that.
For stuff that is consistent with Blake.
Nah.
Yeah, no. It doesn't matter that we don't get to see any of that. That's what these characters usually are.
And it's kind of crazy how Blake was kind of speaking for the writers when she just goes, have you ever met somebody that boiled down to one word? Because that's essentially what they start doing as the seasons go on. Weiss was a racist to Faunus. She was just like, nah, I'm not a racist anymore. Never has another Faunus thought ever again.
Nope.
The issue is resolved, and then once it's resolved, it is never like dialed back in. It's gone.
Blake's ears and gains another board for herself. She claims not to know how, but the deflection through humor is a core trait of Yang. She knows what this is, and so does Blake.
Can't both of them, for all intents and purposes, fly?
Yes. The only thing because I was thinking it's the big wind.
Who's vocalizing it for the both of them.
But the wind starts dying down as they get closer, so they could jump at a certain point.
Saying things we've never said about each other. At that, the beautiful music begins to roll in. Yang offers Blake the chance to go first, always putting others before herself and letting Blake set the tone. She was completely
No, it wasn't always putting yourself in front of others. She had just gone and said something nice about her, so it was Blake's turn. And again, you need to evidence what you're talking about, putting others first. When is all other times that she's done that?
Prepared for the level of sincerity Blake would start with. Highlighting Yang's bravery, her efforts to light even the most dire situations, these factors are at Yang's heart. It's what she always has done, how she kept herself and other people going, and Blake caps it off with, you do what you say. This is
which never happens, by the way. She went back on her word in Volume 7. She said no more secrets. Meanwhile, hey, Ironwood, we're not telling you shit.
Except for that Ironwood, too. We're not talking about that.
Oh, we're not talking about that. Yeah.
And they go, no more secrets. And then in this volume, they go, we need to say things we've never said to each other. Like deepest secrets.
Yes.
And Blake talks about Yang's bravery, but does she know about her just sitting down for all that time and just talking?
No, they haven't had a conversation. And how is Yang any more brave than RWBY or Weiss?
Weiss stood up to her whole family.
Integral, because Blake's past relationships weren't honest, weren't reliable or trustworthy, but her relationship with Yang is.
And that's the problem. She sees Yang as a relationship first and not a person. She's always had a kind relationship with Yang. It shouldn't change the second that she gets into a relationship. Even if it did change with Adam, she's
Also,
shown no
we
kind
get-
of traits about that.
Also, we keep getting told that Adam lies about what he is doing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest, given how fucking over the top this motherfucker is, and like again, it sounds like he's trying to get all the fucking karma on Reddit, bro. I do not see the manipulator and the liar here. Where is that?
Bridge scene. This is the type of shit you'd see in fanfics or a parody that makes fun of romances.
Yes, this is real fanfic like
But it's
writing.
literally all of RWBY is a fanfic with a budget. That's what it is.
There's no checks and balances. It's just, what do we do to get to this point? What's the coolest thing? To the point where even in the beginning, they were just like, all right, yeah, we would write this scene and then come in and Monty had animated a bunch of things.
But again,
we gotta try to fit it into the story now.
But again, this is what is happening. They are thinking of these characters as their archetypes. They're not thinking about the characters in the way that they are actually written
As
pen and paper into the story.
Mm-hmm.
They're not thinking about that. The way that they are thinking is that Yang is supposed to contrast Blake in some way. Blake is the quiet type who has to run away because she has a dark past and she's emo. Yang is the one who is boisterous and does what she says. That is the thing that they think. So everything has to morph to contort with that mindset of the character instead of the story giving you reasons why that is.
And it just,
if this shit happened back in
Don't
fucking
ask
Berserk,
questions.
I would
Just
fucking
consume
riot.
product and then get excited for next product.
I would riot. 110%.
I've never seen a romance this incompetent. It wouldn't happen any place else.
Yeah.
Maybe Harry Potter.
I thought it was pretty bad. That was a bad romance.
Get Ginny and Harry,
They
maybe.
did,
Because that's basically what happened here,
I mean,
if
we
we're
had-
being honest.
Yeah, he
I
just
mean, like
woke
I
up one day
said-
like, oh my god, I'm smelling something from the burrow. Hold up.
Yeah.
Even if
And like I
Yang,
said, you know, there's also Sakura and Sasuke. That shit's
Yeah.
fucking terrible.
lightening the situation just as Yang would with a try to keep up. It's such a contrast to the girl we met in Volume 1. She's so open with her joy now. Yang comes at it more shyly, but just as gentle.
But that wasn't due to Yang herself. That was due to the influences of everybody and killing her trauma.
Yeah.
Literally killing her.
Which
He
is
ain't
totally
coming
super
back.
helpful, guys.
Genuinely expressing
totally
that she
super
likes that
helpful,
Blake was
guys.
never intimidated by her. More Beast analogues. As
Which
this
is-
volume has especially reminded us, Yang can be seen as very scary, but she isn't. And that this was
When?
true even before the two of
When?
Again, this is the
Fighting a
you,
monster!
dog. You now that I told you what I told you about the way this shit works. This is what happens. This is the cycling back problem.
them
These
became
characters are supposed to be complex, but they never showed them that way
Yes.
in the first place.
It is off-screen complexity.
They are riding backwards.
It can be seen as very scary, but she isn't. And that this was true even before the two of them became close. Blake notes, I was wary of people in general, but Yang expands on that. But you never gave up on them. Even when they hurt you, you never give up.
But when they were just like, you're part of the right thing, she bounced on her whole team. She was like, I ain't dealing with this. And she ran.
Yeah, yo.
Are we just forgetting that? Are we only remembering the things we want to remember and not volume 3 where her arm got cut off and she literally ran for 2 volumes and and Yang was surprised to see her back. She was just like, lost cause, she ain't never coming back.
What matters to you? Yang knew as far back as Volume 2 that Blake wouldn't back down from a challenge, even before Blake herself did. Yang is someone who has struggled with purpose, with will, with feeling worth something, and it's clear how
No,
much
she's only struggled with that after the arm being cut off thing. So she was comforting her about those feelings of inadequacy before Yang actually had those feelings of inadequacy. So you can't draw upon her relating to Blake's feelings of inadequacy with hers when that didn't happen yet.
in these. I just love all of this. It is a triumphant moment for them. There's no need to bring up past baggage or worries of the future. They can just exist here in this moment together and speak from their wholehearted
That's the
admiration.
problem.
They could have done that at any time. There were so many times they were just together. There was a downtime.
I remember
where there's
this
nothing
part
going on, and they can just go.
Also, I believe that number one rival said this earlier, where it's like, we pay attention to the way that Xel said in the beginning of this whole thing. Oh, it's of course, Xel described the bridge scene as forcing them to confront their issues. Yeah, right. Think about that. We have to force them to do this. It's not a choice that the characters actively have to make because of who they are, and them actually, you know, in a mature way deciding, hey, we need to talk about this.
A conversation.
No, we literally have to beat it out each other. The universe had to shift around in order for this to happen. And that's terrible.
And like you said, if I were to sit a Bumblebee fan down and they talk about how they need to work through their issues, I would just say, what issues? What's the issue? Well, they haven't talked about their feelings. Why not? And then what would they say there? They're not ready. It's like, what? Why? Now they're forced to be. It makes no sense.
For one another. Their steps increase and Yang says, let's make this quicker. Any big truths we haven't dropped on each other yet? Not realizing she's done what Blake was hoping for. Open the floor to discuss their love. But she sees it.
This music is so loud.
Realizing she's done what Blake was hoping for.
It's a bitch in
Open the
terms
floor
of,
to
well, I don't know
discuss
if
their
copyright
love.
is really that.
But she sees it in Blake's eyes. The storm fades. The sky shines.
This is disgusting. I hate this scene so much, bro.
So terrible.
At Racketeering-Rap says, this type of plot device is something I'd see in a show that tries to make two characters resolve a conflict between them.
Literally the world.
The world opens up to them, and so they can get on this platform. Take this! Golly!
This is two emperors clashing and the sky opens up.
Oh my god!
They're affecting the fabric of reality with their love. This sucks. This sucks. I love that the storm realize that these two need to open up in order to do it. Not the guy who's been in here in his loneliness for 20 years. Not the girl who has constant family problems and worried about her family who might all be dead right now with unresolved trauma. Not Ruby who watched her friend die again.
Obvious reasons.
No, it's these two smooching is the problem. They need to put a label on their relationship finally.
Yeah, and not the
thing
fact
that matters.
Most importantly, not the fact that the foundation of like how they got together is again off of trauma, which isn't always necessarily the most healthy thing. Like, of course, people can bond with each other over the shared experiences that they've had that are really, really terrible, as long as they address it in a healthy manner. Yes.
And
the problem is that this shit is gassed up to be, oh my god, this is so realistic.
No,
I've been in a relationship like this with people. BG, this is me. This is me, guys. Okay, this is me with my girlfriend or boyfriend, however your preference is. Okay, we don't discriminate on this channel. This is a relationship I can relate to. I'm like, how? It doesn't work like how any of this shit works in real life.
At all.
Imagine being at opposite ends of the block and just shouting what you like about each other, and then more concrete gets filled in.
Domain expansion, infinite glaze.
The more I see of RWBY, the more this resonates with me. Writers are a reflection of themselves, and it appears RWBY's writers have no love.
Okay. Oh, wait.
They are shippers.
It's so easy.
Thank you for super chat balance.
To write a relationship to be believable. Even with all this other stuff going on, the actual plot, it's so easy to do so, especially with characters who have been, we know their characters. We know what they're like. We know what they're together. They've been together for some 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. All this time, we know who they are. Write them well. They just can't do that.
Yeah. Dude, literally, I will stand 10 toes down with this take, okay? RWBY could have been fixed in so many ways by adding a few 5-minute scenes every volume.
Small
changes. All the scenes that are necessary to fix the world, well, maybe not the world building, but things in relation to like the characterization and their development and things happening in the way characters interact, it would literally take 5 minutes each scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, prime example, you know the scene between Yang and Blake in the Brunswick farm where they were having that little tiff because, like, oh, Blake is trying to say that, oh, I can protect you, all this other shit, you know, Captain Save a Bitch, all that shit. That scene was 3 minutes, and it did a good job, to the show's credit, of establishing in another avenue what Blake's problem is.
Truly sauceless Yuri.
It's sauceless Yuri.
Yeah, this sauceless, man. But like, that scene was 3 minutes long, and it perfectly established the issues of their relationship at that fucking time. We need another 3-minute scene where Blake and Yang actually follow up on that and actually talk about the things that were done wrong there and how they want to change it.
Like you said,
that's all you need.
If I was in a writer room, I would have been like, okay, we are clearly leading to this Bumbleby thing. We need to set aside 5 minutes, split between 3 episodes if it needs to be, but 5 minutes every 3 episodes, 5 minutes just for these two.
5
just
minutes.
So we can be like, hey, this is them coming together slowly and more naturally, other than them dancing together and everybody being like, oh, look at them lovebirds. They need to do so naturally.
I'm sorry.
and that's the biggest thing. It's the natural feeling of it. That because there's been nothing for volume 1, 2, 3. They were separated from volume 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're basically already in a relationship.
Up.
Yep.
From
it's all
10
ramped up
to 80, and this bridge is the final 20.
Yang hesitates. So used to losing people, so unused to being vulnerable, to thinking she could be worth more than her service.
Unused to being vulnerable? What are you
like when she
talking
lost
about?
her arm and was super depressed on a farm because somebody else abandoned her? Like her mom abandoned her?
What are you talking about?
Others, she doesn't want to risk what they have now. The bridge grows further apart and Blake can see why. Did you just think of something but didn't say it? She's worried, but not of Yang not sharing her feelings, but for Yang's own uncertainty, her nervousness. Yang's left flushing, fiddling with her hair shyly, murmuring, that can't be what this is about. But
we need to establish what kind of character Yang is in a relationship. Because in the first volume with her yellow trailer and stuff, she's been seeing it very flirtatious, very confident in herself. But why is it only here that she's so nervous and stuff? It'd be better if she had a relationship that was just kind of like a fling, it's like, whatever, we just kind of together, whatever. But this is the real one, and that's why she's more nervous, because she didn't feel like that with that other dude or chick or whatever.
Right, but again, we're looking at the archetype of what we have in mind that that Yang is. So we imaginate a bunch of scenes that didn't exist, right? That didn't fucking happen.
Man,
where,
did not
happen.
A bunch of fan art that
Imagination.
you can just implant on the scene.
If this came out today, Mums would have AI'd the scene into it.
Oh my god, yo! No.
Oh man,
the fan
Lord,
would have 100% AI.
That shit would have been.
Together.
That shit
At
would have been
Rabbit
nasty.
This shit is so forced that the music is getting louder than Xel themselves.
It'd have been like a RWBY cut of a Bumbleby cut of RWBY with a whole bunch of AI scenes just added into it.
Oh my god, bro.
Somebody do that, man. I'd laugh so hard.
Blake, it's clear as day how certain she is, how much she wants this.
It's like a cliff. And if I do it, I'm just going to fall.
What?
I think
Okay,
they're
but
already
what-
falling.
They're falling in love.
Say it, Yang.
Despite her obvious love, Yang still gives Blake an out using the I think method, which helps mask her own fear of rejection. But Blake can't even wait for Yang to finish before showing how much it means to her. She can't let there be a moment of uncertainty, of doubt. She wants to say this, and she wants Yang to know that she loves her. The distance vanishes.
Wait, just hold it. Just hold. No. Hold it. You need to fucking hold it. Hold it for this part right here. Please, just do it. Just hold it for this part.
She wants Yang to know that she loves her. The distance vanishes.
No. Hold the line. You need to hear this.
They are both now on the platform as the colors in the sky merge around them. The music swells and lilies spring to life around them. Lilies are often used in weddings to signify rebirth, purity, or a new chapter, and since RWBY is also paying big homage to anime, it serves as a direct reference to the Yuri/girls love genre of anime and manga. Yuri literally meaning lilies. This triples as a homage.
What the fuck are you talking about? Why is he gyrating like that? Why is he wiggling? This dude was just like, flowers.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite
wedding.
This is my favorite video, man.
I hate this.
It's crazy.
This video is amazing. It's great. It's the greatest thing ever. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Daffodils can signify new beginnings. Shut up! Wouldn't it also be better if they were yellow and purple flowers intertwined?
No.
The song Bumbleby, or the song was a call forward to this very moment. Maybe both, given the music swelling.
A call forward? That's not how it works.
A call forward?
That's not anything. Foreshadowing song. A call forward.
Described as part 2 of that very song. They close the remaining distance. Yang is cautious of Blake's boundaries, and Blake is encouraging her forward with an eager smile. This isn't like any moment.
They both smile.
How can you not? Can't you just reverse that?
Yes.
Yes. That showcases not. That's pure fan fiction. That doesn't display what you said that it displayed. It displays what you think is going on, and I can have a completely different interpretation.
Before it, no one is jumping ahead. They're both here in the moment, and they're both ready. They kiss, and the moment is sublime.
Why did they use Why did they use the Japanese the strongest version?
Dude, okay. Let me tell you this. Let me tell y'all this, okay?
MyAnimeLists5424 says, when the Yuri is sauceless and horrible written, wiggle.
Nani?
Dog. When we saw this for the first time in Team Jet number 0, we fucking died, and Twilight just went fucking ham because you know how it is with freaking the word Aishiteru in Japanese.
Yeah, there's
the thing about it.
Daisuke and Aishiteru is the strongest version.
Yes, that is kind of. The issue is that Japanese use Aishiteru in non-romantic context all the fucking time. And if anything, they're often it's to a point where a certain amount of that has lost a shit ton of its meaning. And like there are was the word. There are like I forget the exact things that were said during that time, but it was this whole fucking thing. But it's like, bro, why are you crediting the Japanese dub, which of course is going to use the strongest version of this fucking word?
Twilight said they use it on their deathbeds.
Yes.
And you're using a completely different language in order to support this.
Yes.
And this is just some interpretation. You don't know how much the
localization is truly about interpretation and trying to make get the point across in the native language of that.
You need to have the writers or showcase some kind of writers know just when we told the Japanese to use the strongest version that they absolutely
of course they are. In the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, Yugi used the term Ice Terry for Joey, and guess what? They're platonic. Yeah, exactly. So what the fuck happened here? Also, JTZ in the I'm sorry, the chat. Stand proud, editor. You are strong. Dog. Okay, Dederex. If you can, when you have free time.
Can't, unfortunately, now.
Yeah, you're in the Beyblade tournament. You're letting it rip right now, and I'm proud of you. But when you can, you gotta make a freaking art out of these domain expansion jokes, man. It is so fucking hilarious. I swear to God, it is incredible. It's magic. This shit is magic, man.
I could have taken him.
But this, oh Jesus, you're doing.
Yeah, we gotta do the flashbacks. We gotta do it. We gotta do it because the show didn't do it.
Yeah, they didn't establish it.
Hello, I'm a RWBY fan. I make the show better so you don't have to.
This would have been AI.
I'll see you dance.
Yeah, a 2-second dance.
Yang? And I hope they hate me for leaving.
I'm not
Notice how
very
most of these
RWBY.
scenes are Blake?
I know you won't.
I wish they would have just masked out Ruby in white.
This is a moment 10 years in the making. Two characters, two arcs that have woven together across a decade, coming together in this one perfect moment of fierce love. It couldn't have come before now. They needed to confront their demons, overcome their traumas,
They didn't do that! There was a whole blank volume! There's 3 volumes. You go, it couldn't have happened beforehand. Yeah, it could have.
Yeah, it really
friends and
could.
rediscover one another. They needed time where they could be together and not have that moment overwhelmed by some new plot hook or foe. This moment was a testament to the
Which is why we pushed aside one of their sisters' fucking PTSD to make this happen. You can't make this shit up, people. It's great. This is the greatest thing ever.
They literally had to be put in a bubble in order to actually become a couple. Do you understand how stupid that is?
Why wasn't Ruby on one side of the platform and her team were on the other side, and then they had to talk about why was Ruby so troubled?
Why wouldn't there be a bunch of bridges?
That muddles the metaphor. They're all just crisscrossing, and this bridge is blue. He's just like, I don't know, man. That last time you cooked, it was kind of trash. Is that good? Nice butt, not wet. Bridge, John, you old. That brain looks stupid.
Oh my God.
And a labor of love from every writer and artist involved. They poured so much into this scene, and it is all breathtaking. And now we will get to see Blake and Yang
with
be
so much
together
bullshit, it
as a
has to
genuine
be
romantic
intentional.
couple for the rest of the series. This is a slow burn.
The rest of the
romance,
series
and it is-
ended up getting canceled, by the way.
The rest of the series, all 2 episodes.
Yeah. Literally, after this, there were only a couple episodes left, and we barely did anything with their relationship since.
They're together, so it's fine. Hey, they're holding hands, but they were doing that before. Yeah, but now it's different.
Yeah, now they have their heads together. Well, they were doing that before. Well, they're hugging. Well, they were doing that before. Well, they're touching each other's faces. Well, they were doing that before.
John said, "Oh, finally, I've been waiting for this."
Yep.
Done
So he's the audience
magnificently.
surrogate. Oh my goodness.
At Racketeering-Rat says, the only thought you get in the moment you see the white flowers
Did
and the
we-
platform they're standing on is, Wallahi, I am finished, or, oh, they're not hiding it anymore, they want it BAAD.
They want it bad.
Miss anything?
Feels like I've been waiting forever for that.
Why?
And that's
How?
all.
How were you? How were you waiting forever, John?
All for today.
This
If you'd like to-
video, this is the greatest video of all time.
We're not even gonna talk about what happened with the rest of the volume.
Models, please hit up my coffee. Thanks for tuning
No,
in.
there's nothing more. There's nothing more, man. Yeah,
That's the end of the video.
I'm very surprised he didn't talk about comics, or was the Justice League movie out by now?
No, well, one of the movies was out, I think, but not the second.
Yeah, I
one.
think at the end of volume 9 they advertised it or something. So maybe.
He seems the type that would have added supplemental material to bolster.
But dog,
the
this is the listen. We can yell and scream and laugh,
And
about
we
this
will.
video all we want to, and we will. We absolutely
This is
will. We have every
awful.
right to. But here is my thing, okay?
Down? That's stupid.
This video should have made thousands more.
Yeah.
Because
Tens of
he is
thousands more.
Xel is tens of thousands more. Because Xel, it literally every single thing that Xel said in this video is exactly what the fans have been. This is how the fans of this ship talk.
This is
how they
literally
talk
a
about this
person
ship.
named Red
This is
like
literally.
Rubes.
It's like Xel is the avatar, master of all four elements of Bumblebee fans. Okay, he is
waiting for a video like this.
This is what they've been waiting for, dog, and this is how they treat him.
They should have been flocking to this.
It's insane, bro.
Okay. What?
Okay. Are also seen in strong platonic bonds, not just romantic ones. You wouldn't be saying that if it was a guy and a girl, except yes, I would.
Go last timestamp. Let's see what he said.
Give that man a like. Hold on.
Before then drawing her into a hug, the shocked look on Blake's face says everything. Her entire posture beforehand had been defensive, expecting retaliation and hurt, but instead she's comforted and reassured. Yang asks Blake to take care of herself, not just for herself or her goals, but for the people that care about her. Then, framed in golden light and seen from Blake's perspective, she winks and offers to save
I'm surprised he didn't bring up the golden light in the bridge.
No, they didn't, which is weird. But like, this dude is absolutely right. Give that man a like for that. Except, yes, I would. How would you know, Xel? And also, a freaking course he's using the freaking, you're just saying that because you're homophobic or because you have a freaking what's the word? Yeah, traditional bias against this ship. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know this guy.
Not
How are you
addressing the argument directly.
That are heterosexual.
Yes. They don't address it directly. They instantly just go to assuming something about them.
Because otherwise, why the fuck are you making value judgments over a fucking cartoon, dude?
Yeah. You gotta be able to accept positive and negative criticisms.
Oh, this guy was mad. Oh, this guy was mad.
Divine Instinct Goku, Ultra Essence Goku,
they have been going.
Yeah.
It's a recent guy. Holy shit. No wonder this shit got 10 views. 10k views, I'm sorry. Also, it got restored by Viz. That is true. RWBY got restored by Viz. I was saying, but let's be honest, it's taking so long for this.
It was way worse than I thought it was going to be. Thank you for the super chat, Anko. Oh man, I missed how much worse did the video become? Way worse.
Terrible.
It is perfect.
Absolute masterpiece. Best Bumblebee video.
Yeah,
the compilation at the Kiss was perfect. Shut up.
Yeah, basic AMV editing, dog. It is the greatest thing ever. This is a little nitpicky. Wait a second. This is a little nitpicky, but I don't think that the white flower, the blooms, when Blake and Yang confess, so all that symbolism isn't really applicable. Lilies have 6 petals that curl back on themselves and multi-thin stamen, blah, 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 blah. They're basically just saying that the flower isn't necessarily accurate, which I guess that's a nitpick or whatever.
What did Xel say? Oh yeah.
Okay, very interesting insight. So they're willing to be cordial.
Yes.
About the smallest fucking nitpick. But when someone fundamentally disagrees about an interaction of a ship, I don't know, man. You're we don't like your kind around here, you fucking gay hater.
Go back,
you gay hater. Go back to Reddit where you came from.
Oh, Xel did not reply to this.
Get some help. Stop with the bi erasure. Bi people exist. They're not all just pretending to like the opposite gender because they're all gay.
Which is
oh my god. This is the biggest reason why the argument of you wouldn't say this if what's the word if there was a boy and a girl doesn't fucking work, because we can say the exact same shit in reverse. If I was an asshole, Xel, I would say that you would have never given Bumblebee a single time of day if it was straight. But I would never say that to you because that's fucking Maverick.
Yeah. You wouldn't just implant that on somebody with no evidence.
None! That's ridiculous!
Just
Guess
to
what? The
dismiss
fact that you're
argument.
willing to say that says more about you than it does about anyone else.
Absolutely. Well, wait, go. Can't really agree. If Yang's smiling at somebody and being nice to them in early volumes with an indication of future relationships, she'd be dating half the cast by now.
Yeah, basically. I need you to watch the video again, find the part you referenced, timestamp it, quote me, and then outline exactly
you said
how.
bedroom eyes!
Yeah!
That was one of your arguments!
Yes.
Yeah, it was! In fact, you did that many times throughout the video, so it's not like you can just point to one, man!
Zoomed in on Blake rolling or lingering with her eyes. You've done these things. It wasn't just a smile, but it was these little things. You're just going, that's a piece of the puzzle.
Yep. This is what happens when shipping daughter learns the art of themes, essentially. Listen, man. All I gotta say is power scalers never do this type of shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest. They will never. The agenda ain't that strong.
But power scalers need legitimately facts and logic. You need to be like, all right, they destroyed this much, so they're a city buster, planet buster, moon, star, galaxy, universe, whatever. They write out the numbers instead of just going, she was talking about a book.
Yeah.
That's it? That's all you got?
Basically. It's so fucking crazy. Oh my god, that shit got 23 replies. What the fuck happened? I didn't come into RWBY for the ships, but rather the fights, cool weapons, and crazy monsters. So saying this as someone who isn't much of a shipper, I have one big question. Why did Bumbleby and Black Sun become the most talked about ship? Like, what makes them so special? Edit, I just want to make it clear, this isn't me hanging on the ships, genuine curiosity. Why the fuck did people have to clarify this shit, man? That's how bad this shit is. You have to clarify.
Because he had 23 replies! It's like, calm down, hey!
It's so fucking dumb, man.
Thank you for the super chat balance. I assume that's the
Aisteru.
Yeah, it's
Aisteru is super heavy. I wouldn't tell my would-be godchild that even in a crisis. Good God, I can't believe they used that for a basic romantic relationship. Hell, I wouldn't say it for the father/best bud, and he was my brother. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, it's crazy that
It's a
they
very
would go
meaningful
all the way
thing,
up there
yeah.
for that.
I feel like Monty himself had something to do with Bumblebee at least.
At
After all, he did strongly.
Would be funny if we showed Kaiser the masterclass of T23.
No,
you're fine.
What's T23?
No, there's nothing, Kaiser. Don't worry about it. Keep reading the
What the
comment.
fuck is T23?
Keep reading the comment. Keep reading the comment.
Okay. After all, he did strongly support the idea of queer characters in RWBY, so it's natural that people will get attached to the idea. Then again, the internet loves to ship everything with a pulse too, even when it makes no sense, logically or morally. Beautifully well done either way, even if I didn't think much of it pre-Volume 9.
Yeah, because there wasn't anything to think about.
Yeah. As for Black Sun, nothing against the ship itself or Sun. I don't know. Seems like Xel has a little bit against Sun, in my opinion. And again, this is not me speaking as a Sun shipper. Sun should get the fuck away from that bitch. Okay, that's my headcanon.
Sun doesn't. Blake doesn't deserve.
He deserves better. He deserves better. Okay,
he's too good for her.
But this is what I say in my video about the section about emphasis, right? Actually, can you real quick? Let's go to the video on my channel and go to that specific timestamp real quick.
And speaking about that video, I was watching it back when it came out, and when you were talking about the bridge scene and you were hyping it up, I was like, does this dude like the bridge scene? And then it sort of flipped over.
No, literally, no. This is the big thing. This is the big thing about how I make my video. Like I said, I have planned this video for years, man. So part of this planning has to do with, I think the timestamp is called "Is emphasis an instrument?" Or actually, emphasis-ness. That's it.
At this point. Before, when I talked about pacing, I also mentioned the word emphasis, and this is an element of writing RWBY struggles with a lot. What your characters choose to notice or what story you devote the most time to is a clear example of showing the audience that this is a super important thing to focus on.
That's exactly. I don't mean to revisit your video.
No problem. No, yeah.
But in volume 6, where Oz is just like, oh, I'm going through this mental crisis, and then he went away and came back with a new jacket, and he's like, I'm better now. It's like, okay, you clearly didn't want to focus on that, so we're done with that.
Yeah.
Sense, really. If something lasts for more than an episode or a single scene, you'd naturally think it's important somehow. That is what emphasis is. It's basically what the writer chooses to frame in their story to show their priorities. And it can be useful. Usually, and even in some of the worst stories ever made, you don't really need to think about that because their priorities are absurdly still apparent. In RWBY, not so much, because here's the thing about emphasis. You always have to make the framing clear enough. If you focus on the aspect or plot point and tell us that it's important or is viewed in a certain way for a while only to renege our understanding arbitrarily, you basically wasted the audience's time by focusing on something you apparently don't care as much about. Case in point, by
I think that's that's basically it right there. So how does this apply to Sun? Is that we spent the past, granted it's been happening since the very first volume, but to be charitable, the past 2 fucking volumes of Sun actually contributing to the White Fang and Faunus subplot. This is the biggest subplot that Blake has ever been in. This makes up a majority of her screen time. A majority.
I've not seen Kaiser's Bumbleby video. Gonna watch it after the stream. Watch that. Thank you for the
Yeah, definitely watch it, please. 110%. But this is the plot point that makes up a majority of Blake's screen time in the entire show. She is apart from the main cast in 90% of those moments. Yes. But Sun is there. Sun is supporting her in those moments. They have emotional moments during that plot point. So logically, it makes sense for the audience to make the logical connection of, okay, these two are spending a lot of time with each other. If they were to go towards a romantic route, this would make the most sense. But the problem is, there is none of that connective tissue with Yang because they only had 2 conversations prior to this.
This is such a JJK Shinjuku showdown type shit. Kaiser, the strongest Bumblebee hater in history versus Xel, the strongest Bumblebee shipper of today.
Yeah, buddy. 110. That's what I wanted our battle to be, but it wasn't a fight because these fans don't give a fuck, man.
They got what they want.
Yeah, they got what they wanted. Where's the victory lap?
But going back to the Sun and Blake thing, you can even see her softening up to Sun because in the beginning with the whole boat thing, he was like, "Aren't you gonna say my hero?" And she didn't. And then later, after they have their talk, she goes, "My hero," and she smiles. Yes. So you can see her softening up to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
All for him to just go, "Yeah, it wasn't about that."
Yeah, so if they didn't want that to happen, why the fuck did they waste our time with this instead of just focusing on further cementing Blake and Yang's relationship?
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense. That's the worst part about this is that it's an easy thing to fix, but it's also very overlooked in writing because now, especially nowadays, people want to go in all different directions. People want so many of their ideas to get smushed in haphazardly as much as possible because they're afraid subconsciously if they don't, they just leave some of their ideas on the cutting room floor, and they don't want that. I experienced this firsthand when I watched Has Been Hotel for the very first time a few weeks ago. It is one of the worst shows I've seen in the fucking world. No. It's so fucking terrible. It's so fucking terrible because it has this exact same problem, dude. This is the exact same issue that show has, and there are more other shows outside of it that has this issue. Maybe not in like as big of ways. Like racism and MHA, yeah, exactly like that.
Oh yeah, that arc, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, 110%. So when people, the reason why people are so confused and why we have these fandom fights isn't just because shippers are gonna be shippers. It's because the actual writing does a poor job at just cementing how things should be.
You
there
showcase
are other
things
cases.
and then just go,
Yeah.
"No, we're not gonna do this. This thing that you were looking at, it doesn't exist."
Yeah. And then they look at you like you're crazy, but instead you're looking at what the show is giving you. The problem is, and again, this isn't me saying this as someone who wants Sun and Blake to be together. I don't want Sun and Blake to be together. I think Blake and Yang make way more sense on a thematic point because there are just way more layers to Yang's character than Sun is. That's just the fact of the fucking matter. So if you want to make a strong relationship dynamic, that would make the most fucking sense. But sense is not what any of this shit makes when they actually put the shit pen and paper. That's the fucking problem there. So I want to hear nobody else say that I'm doing this, or anyone, or at least anyone reasonable is doing this because they have some fucking bias. Because all I can see, because if, like I said, I don't want Sun and Blake to be together, and if Blake and Sun had these exact same issues, I would call it trash.
It's not about man, woman, whatever. It's
Yeah, you can
about
be
the
man, woman,
relationship.
Autobot, Decepticon. I don't give a fuck about what it is.
And you know what's an easy way to do everything that was in volumes 4 and 5 with Sun and Blake. As soon as he gets on the ship and he realizes why she's going home, all he needs to do is just go, when I get into an argument with my boyfriend or girlfriend, we need to talk these things out and not run. That way you establish that Sun is taken, this relationship is not happening, everything here is platonic. But here, he's single, she's single, they're warming up to each other, nothing comes of it.
Yeah.
That would have been one single line would have dispelled all the shipping stuff.
And it's just weird. It's a weird choice to do from a writing perspective.
Completely.
Like, why? You have such limited time. You have such limited time to actually flesh out your story and your character's dynamic. You can go back to the comments now. We don't have to go further in this part. I just want to show you this part. This does enough just to sum up what is the basic of.
Anyway,
go to the bridge scene. I want to see what I want.
Oh my god! Yeah. All right, here we go. Side one.
No, like, if this is a RWBY fan,
yeah, that volume 9, side 1. No, literally, in preparation for this video, I rewatched a bunch of pro Bumbleby videos because what? No, I have to learn the language, bro. What are you talking about?
Gotta Frankenstein their arguments together.
No, because the problem is that they don't do that. They don't look at the other side to see what they think about the things that they like. That's the fucking problem fundamentally on the internet. Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody.
About seeing other people's perspective.
The build-up towards it was nothing special. As soon as the two got together in Totally Not Wonderland, it's back to more bumblebites. But there's a growing sense that the time to pull the trigger was getting really close. And that time is here.
We need to get to that platform! But how do we take the next step?
Hey, I said it was beautiful, not subtle. And given what this scene is supposed to accomplish, which is having Yang and Blake finally fucking talk about their feelings, a lack of subtlety is actually a bit appropriate. This situation is a good conveyance of where they are mentally. Because they've yet to take the next step, despite wanting to, both Blake and Yang prevent themselves from being on the same page. In relation-
You see this bullshit? I was sitting there like, what is all of this stuff he's been talking about up until this moment? Where is this coming
Adnorable
from?
says, I've seen writers who use subtext, and they're all cowards.
Look, some say that I'm a good I'm a good actor, but no, I say I'm a professional bullshitter. Okay,
And there you go.
I am a professional bullshitter, 110%. Not in the sense that I will lie to you. I've never lied in the history of my channel. I do believe that this is exactly what people wanted out of this scene and how they view it.
And you can see it because of how much they clap for it on Twitter or with the video.
Yeah, exactly.
They love this.
And
It's
the fact
easy
that you
to
can
see this shit.
articulate it in
Whenever-
such a way. It's fantastic.
when you judge, the quickest way to judge.
Lying!
Yeah. The quickest way to judge, YouTubers and content creators in general is see how they talk about or frame the arguments of people they disagree with? Do they go for the strongest arguments possible, or do they go for the easy targets? Do they misrepresent the things that they say and not even show the context of what they're saying?
Oh,
or
there's
do
so
they
many
show the
people like that.
or do they show the full context and give a rebuttal? Are they willing to just say agree to disagree, or are they going to avoid, or are they going to accuse you of being an istophobe? It's all the same shit, but in a different toilet. It comes back to one thing, and that is respect. You need to respect the people that you disagree with. And that's the fundamental thing. And that's something that not just fans of the ship or whatever, but people in general online don't do. That I have an issue with this when critics do this too. Every other day, I go to fucking RWBY Critics subreddit, and I see people being all like, "Oh, I don't understand how people can like this ship." Really?
No.
It's very easy why people like it. It's not.
It just
don't
wasn't
pull this
done
fucking
well.
Megalol bullshit. It's obvious why people don't like it. I mean, people like it. Sorry. It has a lot of it because it's a very easy reason. It's the same reason why people like a bunch of other ships in other media.
It's
Opposite
basically
attract.
Twilight for anime fans. It's really easy to see why Belle likes both Edward and Jacob. It's really easy to be into either one of those. It doesn't mean it's written well. It just means you can see why people like this thing, because the series is framing it in a way to go, hey, what about this thing?
Yeah. It's easy to understand why a person who is tunnel visioned into this mindset would believe this way. And you as a critic need to understand that. Otherwise, you're not going to make good fucking videos. You're going to be trying to nail people to... Yeah, you're just going to be a hater. You're going to be unproductively nailing people down and browbeating them because you got fucking weird beef with them. You're going to be like Lily Orchard. Do you want to be like Lily Orchard?
But these types of people, they always have a dragon to slay. They always have a battle to fight. It's like Bleach fans who've been fighting uphill as being the least of the big three. They always got to fight to have with somebody just to prove themselves. And if you're not that strong man, that's what it's going to be.
It's not that deep.
No.
Oh, really quick before you
it's
press
the
play
same
again.
thing I said with the H Bomber guy stuff. People had reasons to dislike Bleach, and a lot of other people said the same exact shit.
Yeah.
And now people are looking back at it, and a lot of the people that are saying it's good now have always said it's good. They just don't.
Kaiser, how were you able to say the shit at the beginning of Volume 9 segment with a straight face? How many takes did you have while making this video?
Honestly, like, at most, I think for this part in particular, I had 2.
Whoa.
At least recorded, anyway.
Bonkers.
Bonkers! Before I press play,
did you know that emblem holds a mother's promise?
Ships, what's the most important
Oh my
thing?
god.
Well, most people would say simple communication. The only way to move forward is clearly conveying how they feel and what they like about each other. They meet halfway a bit. They compliment each other. They hang.
I like how he's just like Xel talking hot bull crap with overwhelming
the music is blaring
with each other, but as long as it's all kept ambiguous, it's gonna keep them apart. They were lucky to survive and meet each other again after Volume 8. Before anything crazy happens, now's the time to take the lead. There's a lot I like about this scene, but there's one thing that really stood out to me. Aside from the great body language and facial expressions. Props to you, animators. In making this video, there were a lot of little hints and touches I'd never noticed before, like Yang staring listlessly and longingly at a small pile of books in Volume 4, or the fact that while others gawked and marveled at Yang's arm, Blake's the only one to touch and treat it like her own hand, a sign of her mistake, but also of Yang's resilience, something that she loves about her. Little details like these really do a lot for me, and the little touch in this scene is how the roles are both kind of reversed from burning the candle. Usually, Yang is boisterous and confident, while Blake is
This is so easy to do.
Yes.
I do not believe this book. But he can write it in a way it's just like it feels so
No,
He's
but
so
the
much
thing
better than Xel as well.
the thing about it is, well, I come from a family of writers, to be fair. But like the thing about it is that in a way I kind of do believe it. You kind of have to.
They're forcing
You kind of have
to.
to.
Yeah.
No, not don't even force it. Like I don't fucking. Yes, I meditate to be. I must become a Bumblebee fan. Become a Bumblebee fan. Like no. It wasn't really that hard. If anything, this was the easiest part of the video to write. because fundamentally, those are things I liked about this moment and parts of the ship that I think potentially could have been good. I'm looking at the potential ship meme, and I am putting that into my script because this is exactly I wanted to say if I were to praise the ship.
Objective standpoint.
Better
like I said,
almost 3 hours
like
of
I
stream just
said,
to
I
expose your
made the
lesbiophobia.
original script of this video after volume 6 ended, and I was willing to give the writers a chance if they managed to stick the landing. I was ready either way for this shit to work out. If the ship was good, I win. If it doesn't, I double win.
I'm coming out on top no matter what.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, do you think I want this shit to be bad? Are you serious?
Spending all that time on something that you may or may not have liked at one point, only for it to just fall flat on its face after all this quote unquote build up. That's just like so deflating.
Yes.
You think I spent a month after after the ship got confirmed making this script for the sake of my fucking health, bro? No. I believe this. I believe in what this ship could have been, and which is why I'm so glad that Switchback made the comment on my video that I pinned, because it's very rare that people actually get to see that people like us, we are not just just coming at this just to hate. We're not coming at this from that angle. I want to like this ship. And I make fun of the show, and I make fun of the people who like it somewhat. But fact of the matter is, I come from a place of like, hey, I disagree, and I'm just going to have fun. I feel like things would be so much easier if both sides had that same mindset. If we were to just sit down and just laugh at each other, you know?
But the people who like it are so invested in it. Some people put their entire personality into it. The people who on Twitter have the Bumblebee icon, and people on YouTube who make Bumblebee songs and fan arts and things like that. They're so attached to it.
Which would be fine, but then they have that part isn't the problem, in my opinion. It's the persecution complex. They think that they are at the bottom because you're not seeing pro Bumblebee videos that have millions of fucking views.
At Love One Piece Forever 8203 says, T23 times show your host.
Shut up! Fine.
Rage is
potential ship. They call it 007. Zero chemistry, zero reasoning, 7 fourth relationship dramas. If and when, but never is.
Oh, also, I say this as a genuine compliment. I feel like I'm still watching Xel's video. Oh my god.
Kind of reserved, but in this, Catgirl knows what's up, and now Yang has to be brave to take the chance that they both need to take. Like I said, time to pull a trigger. Now they have the one thing they both wanted, something well-defined, something safe, genuine. They both wish for a bond that didn't need to be proven or judged, one that neither can misuse or abandon. This is a bridge they've built together. They changed one another, each earning a place in the other's heart, their soul. Not because of what they want from each other, but because of what they have to give. A bright sun on one end and a calming darkness on the other. The strength to grow and the strength to change. Yang and Blake, Bumblebee. That's what it's always been about. That's what it's always been for, people.
Yo, guys,
how's it? That fake Bumblebee video was better than any real Bumblebee video.
I think part of it is that so many other videos kind of do a bad, like, they kind of waste your time too much.
You're fucking dumb.
Well, yeah, basically that. A lot of them are boring. They feel like they're trying way too hard.
It
sell
feels
you
like
on
they
it.
have 4 minutes of argument in an 18-minute video. And it's like you gotta get to the point. You gotta condense it a little bit. You gotta tighten it up a little bit.
Explore the things
fake
that
is
need
better
to be
than the real
explored and
deal.
tighten up the things that don't need to be explored. Like
Yeah, exactly.
where Xel was talking about now that they're finished with the zombie grim or whatever. It's like we don't need that part. Cut that out.
Grim.
Cut that
No,
part
we
out.
don't.
We don't need that.
No, we absolutely don't. That was completely unnecessary. Yeah.
Or even the Reaper talking about, oh, you're stronger and blah blah blah. Not really necessary. This is legitimately like 2-3 minutes of the video that can be cut out in just those 2 sections. And then if you were to just dissect the rest of the video like that, this 45, 54, 51 minute video could have been distilled into like a 36-minute video.
Yeah, probably.
And that's
There's
fine.
no rule. There's no rule that says a fake can't surpass the original video. Thank you very much. Honestly, I feel like this is some of my best work in a lot of ways because, like, again, there's an art to not just making videos, but also just understanding other people's arguments.
Yes,
and I believed it when I first watched it. I was mad.
Oh, did you believe it when in that first half of the video where I was talking about RWBY's themes or whatever?
The first part of the video?
No, not this video, but like the video where I talked about what is the theme of RWBY, right? And I did a very similar thing in the first half.
Oh no,
of
that
it.
one I saw that one coming. But
Okay,
this one
yeah.
was just
I mean,
so
well-
sincere. I was just like, what's going on? I got baited.
Dude, there are so many people that were legitimately baited at that video, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. I guess we're out of here, y'all.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I appreciate this. This is a good
we
walk back
appreciate
memory
you.
lane.
Yeah.
I hope I wasn't over talking or whatever the fuck, you know.
It doesn't
like-
matter. They hear us legitimately 7 hours a week. We can shut up.
Yeah.
At
But I hope
Racketeering says,
you know.
This
Okay.
legit reminds me of the April Fool's video that DA made about Demon Slayer. If you emulate the bad habits well enough, people will eat
Yes,
it
there
up.
are people that thought that was a
Essentially.
legitimate video from him.
What about T23?
There
Who the
is
fuck
no
is this T23
Don't
guy?
worry about
Don't worry about T23. We're out of here, y'all.
Go visit Kaiser's channel. Copy the link and spam it in chat real quick.
Yeah.
Watch his Bumbleby video, the Aesops, the themes, all the other good videos. Going over to the Frostbite, watch them. Celtic Phoenix, good podcast.
Yep. All right. Well,
All
thank
that
y'all
good
so
stuff.
much for it.
And, get
sorry,
the-
feel well since you did this.
Anything coming up on the pipeline? What you working
Oh
on?
yeah, absolutely. I got a collab this month with another YouTuber. We're working on something that should come out by the end of this month.
Okay.
It's gonna be World Trigger related, you know, to help cement some things before the reboot comes out. So I'm excited for that. I'm preparing a free run video for the month after because I think that's when probably close to when the second season's gonna be over, if I estimate things right. And as always, we have the Team Jack podcast every week, almost every week at Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and as well we got a what's the word? A D&D Pathfinder campaign on that same channel. Every other Saturday. I think they should be next Saturday. No, not next Saturday. I think it's a couple ones because, you know, Valentine's Day shit.
Yeah.
But you know, if you subscribe to the channel and join the community, you can I'll let y'all know when the next episode of that is gonna come up. And as well, I'm preparing to start back up my own channel's streams. I'm gonna be streaming every so often on my channel.
Okay.
Because there are some very special videos that have come out over the months. And I got some thoughts about them. So if y'all want to hear me yap a little bit more,
Thoughts about him.
yeah, I got some thoughts about them, bro. We gotta tell the world, man. It's Kaiser versus the world over here. So if y'all want to see any of that, definitely come over, check out the channel, show it some love. I really appreciate it.
There you go. We are doing what we do when we do it. Y'all know how we do. Beyond that, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. I'm gonna be locked in. Anybody doing the Valentine's Day stuff, have fun with that, and we will see y'all,
y'all have a good one
next week.
See y'all around.
In this stream for them.
For them T23s, get out of